Welcome to Last Week Rewind. Take it away, boys.
All right, we are back, baby. Woo! Episode 3.
Woo!
Thanks, Sally, for introducing us.
Thanks, Sally.
Take it away, boy.
Take it away, boy.
Take it away. Boing.
What is this, episode 3?
7.
No, it's 3, right?
Don't confuse
Chase, confirm it. It's 3, right?
Yeah, it's 3.
Okay. All right, this is Last Week Rewind.
This is Last Week Rewind.
Every week we talk about the latest and greatest of last week's news.
Woo! Last week, man. Woo! What a great week.
In movies, games, and television. First up is Last Week's Spotlight, where we share what we've done the last week.
Mike Tron 5000.
Happy birthday, Chase.
Happy birthday, Molly.
All right. So what have we been watching? What's Inside the Mind of Aaron Hernandez. What the fuck was the name of that?
Yeah, it was something. I forget what it was.
Inside Minds Aaron Hernandez.
No, Inside the Mind of
Criminal.
Aaron Hernandez.
That's what it's called?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, so we all watched that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Correct.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You watched all of it, Chase?
Yeah.
And
Nice.
did you watch it all in one sitting?
Yeah.
You did, yeah, just like
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
So there's only 3 episodes, hour long.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that we went right through the first 2, and then the third one was easy just to finish it off.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we know because we're all Patriots fans. So it's a lot of stuff that we have some sort of knowledge of.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
But like the thing that shocked me the most about that documentary was the timeline of events when it was all said in the documentary was crazy. Just like
yeah.
killing of the 2 guys and then killing the guy, then
Yeah.
like shooting in the face, and then blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
This is fucking nuts.
Yeah, the fact that he had killed multiple people. Like, I
Yeah.
knew that he had killed multiple people, but then finding out, like, just in depth.
Yeah.
Perry doesn't think the double killing. Perry was like, dude, it wasn't Hernandez. It was
Which
his
one?
friend.
The drive-by?
Yeah.
The brand, what's his name? Bradley something?
Bradley something? Yeah, wasn't
Or
it?
something Bradley? The guy who got shot in the
Charles
eye.
Bradley or something?
Or yeah. The one
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Hernandez shot in the face.
Yeah, the one that
Yeah.
he became. Yeah, see, I mean, a lot of that, it was really interesting because, with the timeline, you learn it. So it's like, I thought that he maybe knew that guy back in the day, like, forever.
Mhm.
But then you find out, like, he didn't get close to him until he came to the Patriots. And then he was back near home.
Yeah.
And then obviously he was more well-known, and so he started hanging out with more gangbangers.
Yeah, but he did stuff in Florida when he was in college.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Yeah. I mean,
He
I've
shot
heard
that one guy that didn't die, but
Uh-huh.
he, like, went to the cops or whatever.
That was that guy.
Yeah, there was
That
one.
they shot in the face.
No, that was later on. There was another guy
The
in
guy he pulled
Florida.
a gun on in the club. He pulled a gun on a club manager because he went and racked up a tab.
No, and he punched him.
No,
in
he
the-
punched him in the
he
face.
knocked him out and almost killed him. And
Yeah.
broke
Oh,
his
that's
eye.
right. Yeah,
but
yeah,
while
yeah.
he was also in Florida, they said that there was it never went anywhere. There was no real evidence. He was at a club, and the same club that he was at in that same area later on that night, some guy got shot at, and he got shot, but he lived and he was fine.
Mhm.
But that
Oh,
got
yeah.
buried because he was at the Gator. So there was
Uh-huh.
no trial, not trial, but there was no even investigation because they probably had an idea maybe he was up to some of it.
Mhm.
So that was like the first real gun thing because he got a gun while he was down there or something.
I
And
thought
then-
he flashed a gun or pulled a gun in a club.
I think he's talking. I think the one he's talking about is the one you're talking about.
Oh,
Well, that's
okay.
the first one in Florida. He got
Yeah.
some guy. It wasn't the drink spill because that was the double murder in Boston. It
I
was
thought
Knocking
there was
out
a
of the
thing
bar
where
guy
he
over the tab.
pulled a gun on somebody and never got in trouble for it.
Yeah, I think it's the same. You're literally describing the same one. I think
Yeah,
you're
but he
just missing a
shot him.
detail.
yeah. He shot through the
He's saying
thing
he shot him.
because it was in
It
the
wasn't a shooting. It was like where he just pulled a gun out on somebody and got away with it.
Mm.
But maybe I'm just confusing stuff.
He did a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to track all.
And then the
fucking-
gay stuff, obviously. Which
Oh
is,
my
And
God.
it literally comes out of nowhere, like in the first episode.
Well, the best part is okay. His high school quarterback and that dad were some of the weirdest goobers. The goobiest of the goobers, where like
Yeah.
they're saying stuff and it's like how they're saying stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why is this kid in this?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then when he dropped the bomb of, so and then we started doing stuff.
Yeah.
And then
We're-
I was like, oh, so that's
You'd
what,
wrestle naked.
yeah.
we hang out, smoke blunts.
Like, and then when he said that, it blew my mind because I was like, "What the fuck?" That came out of nowhere. But then I was like, "Okay, now I know why he was in this." Because for a while in the beginning, I'm like, "Why do they have like this kid? Just seems like he wants his 10 minutes of fame." Like, oh, and I know him in high school. Like,
Did you ever hear anything about the gay stuff before this?
When they played the clip of, I don't know if it was WEI or about like, oh, I guess he was a real tight end. That like clicked, and I was like, oh, I do remember hearing.
I remember the Jailhouse Lover.
Yeah,
that white kid with all the tattoos on his face.
Yeah.
I remember when that came out, but
I remember
who knows
like
if that's
people
even true.
talking about there was some. I didn't. I think I just pushed it.
Yeah, because a few months ago, me and you, Mike, we went down the Aaron Hernandez hole, not knowing that this documentary was coming out.
Yeah, I had no idea.
And we watched like a
YouTube made ones.
YouTube made documentaries.
Really?
And one of them I think was kind of long, like 45 minutes or something.
It was pretty long.
And we watched that.
Yeah.
Wasn't obviously as good. But then there was a
not as good at
separate
all.
video that we watched about the gay allegations. Remember that?
Kind of.
Even more crudely made and shorter.
Yeah.
And it was about how he was gay
Yeah.
and it went into more depth about the prison stuff, and there was love letters.
Who knows of that part? Do you believe that part? I mean, they barely touched
What, the jailhouse stuff?
The Jailhouse Lover guy.
Who knows?
In the documentary they barely touched it.
Yeah.
I did think it was weird that he like brought it up on the phone with his mom.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm sure stuff was taken out of context, I guess, but it just seems weird that like
But once the gay stuff came out, probably he killed himself 2 days later. It's not a coincidence.
yeah, and like it's just weird that like if I went to prison and then I was calling you on the phone and we were talking and I was just like I just brought up the fact that there was gay people in the prison. Isn't that a little weird that like why am I focusing on that?
Yeah, he talking about the gay guys a lot. Remember he talking on people? He's like,
he's
like fucking looking at me.
He keeps bringing it up because it's like on his mind.
Well, you know what it was too. Like the Bradley guy even said like when they were like in the court, it was those court videos, and he was like, yeah, like Aaron just all of a sudden like anyone that looked at him, he challenged. There's kind of that saying of like like even just miserable people who have like they're just like miserable. And like you could look at like, what are you looking at? It's because they think that you're actually looking at them, like almost like seeing them, or like like they're very insecure and like they're trying to hide something.
It's like, what do you think? I'm gay?
Yeah,
were you checking me out, dude?
I suck dick.
Yeah.
So it's
no
like,
cock sucking.
There was that, and then I also wonder with his dad. Like if the gay stuff is true about him, then I wonder when his dad died. His dad obviously seemed like a tough dude, so he probably helped suppress all that gay shit. So then I wonder after his dad died, it fucked him up and then also made him like want to overcompensate, like since he didn't have his dad's presence to help like keep that shit.
But he
down.
was fucking and sucking his high school quarterback from like ages 13
Yeah,
to 16.
and my son, they were up there sucking and fucking, and I had no idea.
Yeah. If I had known that, I would have never.
When he said the thing about like how when Aaron's dad, like after he died, and like his mom like quickly started having an affair with his cousin's husband or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty fucked up. But when he says, he was like, could you imagine being him? And then you don't want to wake up and see some guy in boxes making breakfast with your mom. But like it was just like,
your mom walks out, the cum's still falling out of a pussy.
Yeah. It's just like, oh my god, those two, the son and the father. And then there were also when he was being tried after he was convicted for the first murder, and it was for the double murder, they like how they almost brought, like it looked like they were about to bring someone in that was going to talk about the gay
they were going to
stuff.
bring it. They had a witness that said they were gay lovers.
Yeah.
They backed out.
But then they like the prosecution like took that out or whatever. So I almost wonder if it was his high school sweetie, that quarterback, or if it was just somebody else.
Wow, imagine.
Yeah,
I thought
wild.
that stuff about his childhood, though, that I did kind of was like, it made me sympathice a little with.
Yeah, there's points in the
where you
documentary.
felt like, him losing his dad was obviously a big.
Oh no, I mean, it's.
And then the fact that that dirtbag boyfriend. It's not like he was a nice guy.
No,
he was a dirtbag.
And then like
he got diddled too.
And then the diddling
how
thing.
His brother
got molested as a child.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
It starts to put together
and the
pieces.
CTE shit.
Then you added
thing.
CTE and aggressive football and
the lady,
fame and money.
And it wasn't even like it's damaged. Like she was like, this is the worst like brain I've ever seen. For
He's only
age.
28.
Yeah, it was like, what the hell?
It's insane.
Yeah, man.
It just explains the irrational behavior a little bit.
Yeah, especially like they said, like it was such a open shut case really with him with Odin Lloyd. Like he had himself all over camera footage.
Yeah, he botched that.
They
said all he had to do is delete his own security cameras, and he probably could have possibly got away.
Yeah,
it is crazy.
And then the fucking the car being rented in his name.
Oh yeah.
the gun shell being found in
And
there
then
with the
finding the other
Bubblicious.
car involved in another crime.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
they found his own Lloyd's body like not far from the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it like down the street
Yeah,
from
the
his
only
house.
person he
This
knows.
is probably which is literally like 10 minutes from here, probably.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
10, 20 minutes
Me
from
and
here.
Tom, we were watching a show on Netflix called Dark Tourism or Dark Tourist.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
watched
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And we were watching the one about Charles Manson. Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
I didn't see the Charles Manson
Oh,
one.
well, the guy, the interviewer guy, the British guy,
Yeah.
goes to these Charles Manson enthusiasts.
Really?
And then he goes with them to like the spot where something happened during the Charles Manson murders.
Yeah.
And they're all smoking blunts, like standing there, like all these like hardcore like Charles Manson.
Wait. I think I do remember this now.
And they're
I
all
feel like
smoking
I remember
blunts.
Weird people like hanging out and like him being.
Yeah, they're standing there and like the guy's just talking to them. It's so awkward. He's a horrible interviewer, that guy, that British guy.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah,
That show was
not-
awful.
Yeah.
And then like me and Tom were saying we should start a group, a YouTube channel where we're hardcore Aaron Hernandez sympathizers
Oh my
and
God.
like enthusiasts. And we're gonna go down and start smoking blunt. Well, I'll fake smoke a blunt, but and we'll fucking like record it and fucking in that field where he killed all the
Well, I think they said in the documentary, or someone said like nowadays it's like I think it's a neighborhood or something. Like it was
it could be.
that land was.
'Cause that was a long
developed.
time ago.
Yeah,
That was 2013.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
probably houses
so-
there now.
yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. I'll have to buy the house.
Odin Lloyd's ghost is terrorizing a family right now
Oh my God.
in the house that's built above his gravesite.
And then like how that reporter, like her rumor, the one like right before he killed himself, when she came out with it and said that him and Odin Lloyd like caught him or something. That's why he wanted him dead.
Yeah, what? It really does. It's so weird. We don't know the reason why he killed Odin Lloyd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be over the double murder, right?
Yeah. It's something.
Because
It's either.
it's so weird that everything horrible after that double murder, like
Yeah.
everything went out of control around here.
yeah.
you
And he
know?
rigged his house with cameras.
Yeah,
It
it's just
became
like
a
that's what
super-
started the chain of everything horrible in his
Because the
life.
double murder, and then he tried to kill.
The paranoia, the hiding
tried
of
to
shit.
kill that guy.
Uh-huh.
Shot him in the face.
Shot him in the
Didn't
face.
die.
Didn't die.
Yeah. And then now he was like, oh, now this guy's
He's
coming
like
after
he's
me.
sitting there, he's all
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
fucked up looking. It's like he's like a gangster.
Yeah.
I also wonder too, like why when Odin Lloyd like texted, I don't know if it was his sister or whoever it was when they picked him up and was basically like, "Oh,
He's like, I'm
with
with
you know who I'm with
NFL.
right now." But it's like, but if you want to flat out like cover his ass, like,
Yeah,
why
he
still
said,
only
who
call
you-
him NFL?
I'm with yeah, call him NFL.
Like if he's like, I'm gonna fucking, there's a good chance they're gonna beat the shit out of me, or if he really was I don't know. It was weird. Like why he said NFL and not just Aaron.
Yeah, and if he was worried, why'd he go with him?
Yeah.
If he was worried enough to have to report that he was with him to somebody, then why did he get in the car with him?
It's just so weird. Like in Aaron Hernandez, he's acting. He's all like, "Hey, at the
then-
gas station."
but
He's
then I
like,
think,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
well,
he's like
he is-
partying up, chewing
he's Aaron
Bubblicious.
Hernandez.
Yeah.
So like, imagine like if you, excuse me, imagine if you knew a famous football player,
Yeah.
and then like they wanted to hang out.
Yeah,
You're more liable to just like go along with what they want to do.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
if this guy's just showing up to your house,
but when they're going to that dirt path, the dirt patch area,
mm-hmm,
like he must. That guy Odin Lloyd knows something bad's about to happen,
mm-hmm.
right? I mean, what is Aaron Hernandez telling him? Oh, I'm just gonna stop by this field before we go to my house real quick.
Yeah. Right.
You're just looking next to you.
You're like, what?
Like
the
two dudes from Connecticut. You're not really probably. I mean, are they really that friendly? Who knows?
Yeah, I know.
But one of them was like a Spanish kid with like fucking tattoos on his fucking. The other
Yeah.
one was like a fat black fucking idiot.
fuck?
looking
Didn't
guy.
they say it started in the car?
They did say there was one shot fired in the car, and then I think he stumbled out or got out, and then they
Mhm.
shot him a couple more times, and then like finished him off.
Yeah.
It seems like
Shot
a
him
really.
like
So he
6
probably
times
just-
or something
Told him he was going to his house, pulled into that thing, and then shot him.
in the fucking rental car. Like how smart.
And,
So
I was like,
stupid.
what do you fucking think, motherfucker? You know?
And then I
You
still
want
I
to tell
don't.
people I'm gay?
Yeah, I didn't suck dick. Suck this gun. I don't know. Like the Bradley guy, like when Aaron told his side of the story and said that it was a drug deal gone bad and someone else shot him. I mean, I don't know why Aaron would take off on him. Maybe not to get in trouble. Because I kind of was like, oh, maybe Aaron didn't shoot him in the face, but then I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he did because I don't know why. I don't know. I couldn't really decide on that.
Like, why he did it?
Well, if he did it,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Because like his excuse his reason, Aaron's reason was that they were on a drug deal and it went bad and someone else shot him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
I believe the guy.
Yeah, I think he was shot in the face.
Well, it makes more sense with his impulsiveness.
I think
to,
he
like,
pissed
wait.
Aaron off.
Yeah, and then Aaron just
Like he
snapped
killed
like
those
that.
other two people because the guy spilled a drink on him.
Yeah.
So then they gunned him down, and then he was like...
And this guy's ghetto as fuck. He's the one who got shot in the leg,
And
went
then
outside,
went
grabbed his own gun, and shot
up
up a
that
nightclub.
bar. Yeah, they
Yeah.
showed that clip, yeah.
It's like, dude, like Aaron Hernandez should not be. I think that's like one of the reasons why he started becoming so bad was this guy.
Yeah. But
This
then
guy's
you
a
also
drug running,
and then
gun
that-
smuggling.
Yeah, but he's the one who was like trying to talk him out of killing those two people.
I don't think he was. I think he was outside. They were gassing each other up. They got in the car, waited, and shot the guys and killed them.
Yeah.
You
And
really
why would-
think he was outside talking? That ghetto guy who got shot in the leg
Yeah.
went and got a gun and shot up a nightclub from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Was talking Aaron Hernandez now?
Yeah, but if someone shot you, you'd want to shoot them back.
Yeah, I know that. But like Aaron Hernandez was probably, fuck those guys, and the guy they were probably just like talking to each other, amp each other up.
Yeah, but you think he was as crazy as Aaron Hernandez and wanted to kill guys because of a drink being spilled?
I think he went along with it. I don't think he talked him out of it.
Yeah.
There's no
No,
way.
I think he went along with it as well, but then why would he shoot him in the face?
Oh, Hernandez?
Yeah.
Oh, because
Because the guy didn't think he should have done it. And
I
then
think-
had to put up with him being super paranoid all the time.
yeah, I think he was gonna try to.
And then
he was
it's-
worried about getting blackmailed by that guy.
And like
Yeah.
he told the story. He sounded truthful. He was like, he was out at the club, and then he kept worrying. He was paranoid all the time because he killed two people that he probably said, no, you shouldn't kill these two people. It's kind of a stupid reason. And then they were out, and he's all paranoid. What do you think, that guy's a cop? And he goes, maybe he is a cop, dude. And if he is a cop, it's because of what you did.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all it took.
Oh my god.
Because Aaron Hernandez is CTE and he's crazy and
Yeah.
he gets away with everything. He's been getting away with everything, and since all the college stuff.
Yeah, college definitely coddled him to the point where he's like, I'm
Right.
untouchable.
Yeah.
Yep. Even if the gay stuff is true, whether it's true or not true, but if it's true,
It
he
adds
was
another
getting away
layer.
with that too.
Yeah.
So he's just getting away with everything since he was a little kid, and being able and like his brother said, it was like, when the dad was around. Was it the brother or maybe the quarterback kid said when the dad was around, they would switch personalities.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we can all relate to that. It's like when your dad comes home, you're like, oh, time to straighten up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dad's
Yeah.
home. So it's like that. It starts early where you're just like be able to just, I can get away with this stuff in the shadows, and then I can put on this persona. And he
Yeah.
just trained that through his fucking lifetime. And then this one guy was like, you know what, dude? Yeah, you're right. You're fucking paranoid. And it's your fucking fault. And then he
Yeah.
was like, oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go for a ride.
Fuck
Yeah.
me. Fucking suck me.
Yeah, no, it was wild. And you know who I give, probably some props to is his fiance. She fucking
Oh, yeah.
rode out.
Mike
She
was
had
saying that.
She was
his
ride or
back
What a
die.
ride or die bitch.
to the
Dude.
very end.
She like literally said to her own sister, like sitting there, like, oh, we're like estranged, even though they're like hanging out like a week before the murder.
Yeah, we're like
it's-
super
It's
close.
it's so not
she
true.
never broke her fold.
Told where she
Yep,
put the
she didn't say
gun.
anything. They never found the gun.
No, never found the gun.
Yeah. So like that was wild. And then like
Was
even
it-
like
What do you think? Was it her? Was it really that she was a ride or die bitch for Aaron Hernandez, or do you think it was just clutching on to the hope that she's gonna get money out of this?
Both
probably
probably.
a combination, yeah.
I think it's the money.
Well, I think she also had his back and then realized she was in deep with it, and she's like, at this point, it doesn't make sense to
Yeah.
back out. I might as well hang
Go
on.
all in.
'cause I
Like, she
could
knows
get
that she
money.
hit a gun, so that's
Yeah.
definitely not good.
Money.
Yeah.
She wants that money too.
And I don't think he ever got anything.
Like if I was friends with Aaron Hernandez, I'd want to. You're gonna do everything he wants to do because of his money.
Oh yeah. Did he get anything? Did his
I don't
family?
I don't think
Because I'm,
Patriots ever
I'm
paid
sure,
anything.
like before they overturned it and changed the law, and then he was went back to being convicted.
'Cause
I'm
they would-
sure that the Patriots just kept fighting it.
No,
over.
they would have ended the documentary with probably an update.
Yeah,
The documentary is brand new. He
Yeah.
got nothing.
that sucks. That sucks for her, especially if she did ride it out because she's like, well, hopefully I'll get something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he fucking killed
He
himself.
killed himself to make her get money. I
Yeah.
don't think it's ever going to happen. She's never going to be rich. You're rich, underlined.
Yeah,
Yeah, but she didn't get life insurance money.
I mean, maybe if he had a policy, yeah, he could have
Mhm.
got some. He could have got that, but not
Yeah.
the 40. The reason he killed himself was so that the shit would get overturned, his lawsuit, and then the Patriots.
had to
The
pay
reason
him.
why they got rid of him was because of him in trouble with the law.
Yeah,
Then they could sue the Patriots for getting the money, his contract money back.
Mm-hmm. Didn't work.
I don't think so because they would have. It's brand new. They would have
Yeah.
ended with like,
Right.
should have got fucking
Yeah.
20 million.
And then I wonder if they did give her money, and then then when they overturned that law or that whatever it was, they asked for the money back. Like, oh, they found him convicted, so we're gonna need that $40 million back.
And what else do you guys watch? Chase? Anything else good?
I finished Watchmen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I was already halfway. We had watched halfway through, so then we just were like, "Oh, let's get back into it."
Really?
Which I was saying to Mike was really good. Like when I was first watching it, like she had never seen the movie, so like she was picking up on stuff. I had some questions, and even seeing the Watchmen movie, there was things I'm like, are they gonna explain? Like it still felt like, am I missing some of these little things?
Mm-hmm.
But it does, like halfway through, start to make a lot of connections, and by the end of it, like everything makes sense.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And
cool.
there is some really cool like twists and turns, like some really cool.
Yeah, I've
twists
heard
and
that.
Turns. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not just like one, like multiple things.
Yeah.
So it is. Yeah, it's really definitely worth like finishing.
Yeah, I watched the first episode.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. It's
Yeah.
not really anything like the movie.
No.
You know what I mean?
And
Like,
that's so. I was confused too how it connects to the movie,
mm-hmm.
and then then that's part of it too. Is like when you finish it, some things make a little bit more sense of how does it line up to the movie.
Yeah.
Like-
yeah. This is I guess same universe.
Yeah, and then
Right.
and then it kind of makes more sense eventually.
But it's
Like,
a
okay.
super like about law enforcement.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, the struggle of law enforcement.
Yeah, and yeah, it's good though. So yeah, watch that.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was good too. I thought that chick from
Regina King.
Yeah,
Very much.
yeah.
Yeah, she was in Leftovers.
Yeah. She's good.
Yeah,
Which I didn't really like her that much in Leftovers.
I didn't mind her in the season 2.
She
She
wasn't
was
my
barely
favorite.
in season 3.
She wasn't my favorite.
Yeah,
But she's cool in this one.
yeah,
She's
she
badass.
is.
Yeah.
I also like Looking Glass, the guy who wears the reflective.
Oh yeah.
His character's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, and
Damn,
it was
I gotta
just
watch this shit.
the
That
fucking
was cool.
like the world, just how scary the world is.
Yeah,
And that like it's just like everything's dangerous.
yeah, it's so weird.
And like no everyone, it's almost like it reminded me of Dark Knight Rises with Bane, like when the
Mhm.
city's on lockdown.
Mhm.
And it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
but then like there's still people in their homes. It's like not like, you know, it's like
Yeah.
everyone's still here. It's just like everyone's inside, everyone's scared to go
Yeah.
outside. Like the world is kind of like dark like that, where
Mhm.
it's like there's just so the law enforcement are just so close to being like overthrown almost in a
yeah.
way because of the way that the world is. Everything's all fucked up, and then the squids.
Oh yeah, like that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's
It's like just,
that was one of the things I'm like, what? I'm like, so is this like a whole different dimension universe? Like what? Like I was so confused about that.
it's just like raining squids,
Yeah, it rains like small.
and the girl's like,
squids.
it stinks.
Yeah,
And it's
What
like
the fuck?
it's so weird.
yeah,
But then and then at one point a guy's like, they say something. I don't want to give away too much because Mike hasn't seen it, but like the guy's like, you hear someone say, "Oh, do you think it's the government or whatever?
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
believe
yeah.
it's the government?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's doing the squids to make us think that this." And it gives you like a really good, it gives you a really good bead on the world and like just the vibe that everyone has, where like no one trusts anyone.
Yeah,
Like, people don't trust cops. People don't trust the bad guys. People don't trust the government. Like it's like a kind of like a Black Mirror, almost like
Huh.
super, just like everyone's lost. Like
I thought it was
what
cool.
the fuck is going on?
It was a cool like little detail because in the first episode, a cop, like pulls over this guy, and then he's like sketched out, and he thinks he's got probable cause to maybe make an arrest or whatever. But when he
Yeah.
goes back to the car, he's talking to dispatch, and like his gun is like it's permanently locked in your car, and you have to get authorization to unlock it, so then you can use your gun.
Yeah, it's like stuff like that, like small stuff like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
gives you a really good look inside what the world is
Because it
kind of
was
like.
like it's almost like today with like certain not late.
Because yeah, that's what I like with Black
Yeah.
Mirror. It was almost like it gave you a glimpse, like wow, this is kind of where the world's headed.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Is shit like this, like
yeah, that was cool. Yeah, so I watched that, and then I watched the first 2. I think there's 3 episodes out of The Outsider on HBO.
I cannot wait to check that one out.
Stephen King novel. Yeah,
oh, did you?
yeah, it's really good.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really
Now, what's
good.
the general plot?
So,
It's not.
and it gets right into it. So it's not even a spoiler to tell you because it's the first episode. It is. So basically, there's this horrific murder. This person finds this like little boy's body.
Mhm.
So the little boy's dead. So it's like, who did it? And then they have like the sheriff guy or the cop in the town has like irrefutable like evidence that it is
Jason Bateman's
character. And so at first it's like, what the fuck? Like this guy did this like gnarly murder, and like they go and arrest him, you know, like in front of like the whole town and stuff. Like the guy's he's like, what are you talking about? So it's about how they arrest him. You think it's a slam dunk case, but then all of a sudden you start believing he's like, I was out of town.
Yeah.
And then like all of a sudden there's this evidence that proves that he wasn't there. But then they're like, what the fuck? So they get really confused as to like, well, if we have all these witnesses and video footage, and then we have video footage, so it's like it's weird, and then you're trying to figure it out, like what's going on. So I guess it does get a little bit supernatural. I guess at some point.
Yeah, there is some sort of supernatural thing going on, right? Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's wild. Yeah, it's really good.
Nice.
Definitely.
Tom, you watched Watchmen. Obviously, you said that. What else have you watched?
We watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood today.
Yeah, we did.
Was it
yes, this is great.
Yeah, it's really
I
good.
love that movie.
Yeah.
It's long, but when it was over, this is my second time watching. When it was over, I was like, that was not.
It's the shortest long movie I ever watched.
Yeah,
shortest long movie because every scene is like 30-minute chunks.
Yeah.
Like a 30-minute scene of Leo literally acting in a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Of like him, then like he breaks down in his trailer because he can't remember his lines, and it's one of the funniest scenes in the whole movie.
It's awesome movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like
he's
flips
freaking out. He's throwing, breaking shit.
Yeah, he's smashes the bottle. He's like cussing himself out in the mirror.
Yeah, he's looking in the mirror.
He's like, if you forget your fucking lines, I'm gonna blow your brains out later. And he's like talking to himself.
Fucking
so funny.
Screaming at the top of his lungs. Leo's great in the movie.
Yeah.
And it's weird because Brad Pitt's getting all the award buzz. Like
I like Brad Pitt better.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, a lot of people say that.
He was my favorite character.
But I still think Leo brought it, like, in that movie.
Leo's just as good as Leo always is.
Always is.
He's just as good.
It's just another year where it's like in a year with not many good performances, he probably could win.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like Leo has the effect of like people take him for granted.
Yeah,
he just does so well in everything that it's like, well, that's just Leo. And then you have these breakouts where it's like, I've never seen this person.
Yeah, like Joaquin Phoenix he's sweeping every award. He's gonna win Best Actor at the Oscars.
And I do always kind of feel like Leo always feels like the second guy.
They say that a lot of his other actors win awards. That's was Leo's thing up until
like The Revenant.
The Revenant is when he finally won.
Yeah.
That's when he finally won. Because the whole movie's mostly him.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, a lot of times like his other people get a lot of the more buzz.
Mm-hmm.
But
Brad Pitt's character.
Brad Pitt's great in the movie.
Awesome. Yeah.
He's the stunt man, right?
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, he's like not even a stuntman.
No, because like it's like years after being a stuntman. He's
him
and Leo are on such outs of like Hollywood because like
he's just like he's his basically like assistant, his right hand man,
his wheel man.
He's just hired by Leo to just be his everything.
It was his one stunt man, but they're like failed. Like Leo is like a failed actor. Well, not failed, but he's like down to the point of like he's just guest starring in shows as like the bad guy of the week on like a Law and Order.
Yeah.
But it's westerns.
Yeah.
So like he's that level of actor. Some random dude. You're like, oh, he was once in The Mask in 1994.
Yeah.
You know, he was once kind of big.
Yeah, right.
That's what Leo is in the movie.
Yeah.
But Brad Pitt's amazing. And then, is this the plot? Like, we can't give it away because you haven't seen it, but I like the plot of the movie just because like there is no plot, but then there is one at the end, kind of.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours of the movie is just scene by scene, people just doing everyday things.
It's just like a timepiece.
Yeah.
Like
it just shows
a snapping of like
of that time.
Like the first 2 hours is literally 2 days of them in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Then it fast forwards 6 years. It says 6 months later. Then it's the last 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah. That surprised me. Just the jump forward.
Yeah, and the plot moves so much faster after that.
Yeah.
Shit starts to happen.
But I like the world it shows you, and the characters it shows you, and Bruce Lee.
It feels very like not like when you see flashbacks in movies or movies in general when they're in a certain time and place.
Yeah,
like you watch this, it feels authentic.
Yeah,
didn't it feel like authentic Hollywood?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
It did feel like Invincible, like fake 70s Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You know, where it doesn't feel like it feels like you're just watching Mark Wahlberg walk around fake town.
Yeah.
You know, this felt like they were actually in.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Like Brad Pitt fit in, you know, so did Leo.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like the scene, one of my favorite scenes, just the way they do it is when they're watching that show FBI and Leo's guest spot on it, and like they're just sitting there, it's like the TV screen.
You can hear them
comment. It's like 2 minutes of pure commentary from Leo and Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. Shot the way they shot that.
That scene to me felt like a video game cutscene.
Yeah.
Where like it'd be like a video game like Grand Theft Auto, and it's Michael and Trevor, and then it's like zooms in on the TV and it shows what they're watching, but you can still hear the voices in the background. Like it felt very like, but it was good. It was good, but it was definitely like outside of traditional movie.
Oh yeah, it's very weird. Yeah, that's a great fucking flick.
Yeah,
Good flicker.
Good fucking flick, man.
Yeah, I gotta watch
great.
And then I watched Peanut Butter Falcon.
Oh, yep.
What's that?
With Shia LaBeouf, the Down syndrome kid.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, you watched that?
Yeah, I watched it.
It was good?
Yesterday. Yeah, it was great.
Really?
Yeah, like the Down syndrome kid, he wants to become a wrestler.
Uh-huh.
Breaks out of fucking a retirement home that he's forced to live in because no one will take care of him. So he breaks out. Shia LaBeouf. When I watched the trailer, like I thought Shia LaBeouf was just gonna be this like mysterious hobo that he's supposed to do. But no, he has like a real storyline. So like he's a crabber who like illegally steals crabs, gets fired from his job, and then he fucking Yellow Wolf's in it. You know the rapper Yellow Wolf?
Yeah.
You know Yellow Wolf? He's got like mad tattoos, like trailer trash, but he's like a rapper.
Yeah, he's white.
Maybe I know his
He's
songs.
white, yeah. So he's like in the movie as an actor. Him and this other dude, they're crabbers, and Shia LaBeouf has beef with them. They beat the fuck out of Shia LaBeouf. Then Shia LaBeouf burns down all their crab crates and costs them like $20,000. So like they're chasing the whole movie.
Jesus.
So like it's a really fun movie. It's just like you're watching. It's like good-hearted, you know.
Yeah.
And what else?
Make you cry at all?
There's parts where you tear up just because it's like Shia LaBeouf's such a good guy, but like so much shit's gone wrong. Like they do flashbacks of him and why he's kind of a hobo.
Yeah.
It's because he killed his brother in a drunk driving accident. And it was his older brother, John Barenthal, from like Punisher and Walking Dead, that guy with the beard nose.
Yeah.
He plays his older brother in the movie, and you see it when he drunk drives and kills him by accident. So then you just sympathize with the characters. One's Down syndrome, you immediately sympathize with them.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. At the end, you think Shia LaBeouf dies.
Yeah.
Spoilers, I guess.
Yeah, thanks.
Jeez.
Thanks. This is what I actually really want to see. So.
As I'm telling Tom, no spoilers for Star Wars and Watchmen for both of you.
Yeah.
I spoiled this movie.
Jesus.
No, not really. I'm telling you, it's not a spoiler. It's just a fucking drama. I mean,
All right. I'm not going to see it now.
If you wanted to watch it, you'd already watch it.
That's all right. Let's watch What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
It's definitely not as dark. It's similar because one has a special needs person. This is a real special needs person, not Leo DiCaprio. But it's the same thing. But this is definitely less dark.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's more fun. Like these two kids.
Yeah,
two guys.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape? There's really not many happy scenes.
No,
when you really think about it. Or
the
in
mom
general.
is so sad throughout the whole movie that she dies. It's like fucking horrible. Leo is just like they can't control this kid.
No,
that's a sad movie. This was not that.
No,
a little more fun.
Little bit.
What else? I watched Shameless. I have one more episode of that. So season finale is next week.
Oh,
I got Ray Donovan, which I'm still catching up on. That's a great show. I love it.
Donnie?
Ray Don. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
I don't think I watched anything else really.
I didn't either. I didn't watch
Play-wise, I
Witcher.
just played Madden. I played some Madden, that's it. I haven't really had the time
Yeah,
to play anything else.
mainly
Tom,
played COD.
you played some COD?
A lot of COD, yeah.
Some COD?
Just all hardcore.
Nice.
Yeah?
Oh yeah,
Straight hardcore,
it's the
bro?
best way to go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fucking yeah.
Yeah,
man.
I beat Fallen Order.
Oh yeah,
I beat it last night unintentionally.
you'll have to go back and do the little Easter egg. I guess like in the first mission, there's this door that you open, like you hit, you activate the button. But I guess if you like hit the button 60 on the 66th time, it's the Emperor's voice.
Really?
And he said, I mean, I think all he says is like, execute order 66.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know if you get anything from it, but
Oh wow.
so you got to hit it 66 times.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I beat it. I didn't even mean to beat it. I thought I was
really?
only like halfway through the game.
Yeah, because you're the type of guy, like, if you had known that was the last mission,
I would have.
the game would never get complete.
Well, I mean, no, because there's nothing.
ran out of stuff to
There's
do?
nothing else to do.
Oh, all right.
Game's over.
Yeah. Because it's not like an RPG.
Like you the game's over. What you played, the game's over. What you played, the game's over.
Yeah.
It's just the rest of the story at this point. You've already pretty much explored.
Yeah.
There's not really there's not 3 more planets. There's not there's 1 more planet, and it's the last planet where shit goes down, and it's like you don't spend time there free roaming. So it's I honestly, in a way, didn't ruin the game for me, but it definitely dropped it down a notch. Where I was really big on it, and I thought it was a great play, but now I'm I just kind of was bummed out by the fact that the way that it just shortcut ended, and the story's lackluster and feels like it means nothing, and fucking. And the story already was kind of shitty, but then it got a little bit better.
I find the story not amazing.
Yeah.
Even from the beginning.
I got the vibe that the story wasn't that great, and I got the vibe that I know there was gonna be tons of stuff to do after the fact or whatever, but I figured, okay, you'll get this out of the way of the story, and then you can continue to grind if you want. But
yeah, and I definitely explored, but remember I just got lightsaber colors a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but now that you beat the game, what are you gonna do now? You're not gonna go back in this free roam and find more fucking parkas and fucking
right, exactly.
Lightsaber. That's
what's
wrong with the game.
Yeah,
is that there's nothing else to do.
Dude, the outfits. You know, there's the cloaks, but then there's the other one that's outfit, and it's a thing underneath. Mm-hmm. And so I've not been wearing a cloak, and I did my outfit, and I was like, man, when am I gonna fucking get another outfit? Because there's 8 slots or whatever, or maybe 6 or yes, I think maybe 8. And I had 2, and one was the one you start with, and one was a lighter one I didn't like. And then, I was like, man, literally the other night. It wasn't last night when I beat it. It was the night before when I was playing. I was like, man, when am I going to get another outfit? And the next chest I opened had an outfit in it. And I was like, oh, sweet. So then I fucking equipped that, and it looked dope. It had, an extra canister on it and shit. And fucking... I was like, oh, cool. But there's still, a chunk more of ones that I didn't get. Well, now I just fucking beat the game. So now I was like, man, I just never got to see... the other outfits, the other clothes.
Because it's all hidden. They want you to explore fucking 20 more hours of just running around collecting chests.
And I would if there was 20 more hours of fucking story.
Yeah.
But there's not. It's just a fucking 8-hour simpleton story.
That's when I beat Mario Odyssey. Beat, with quotation.
Yeah.
When I beat the 5-hour, 6-hour of me just going from planet to whatever it was and beating whatever. I only beat 10% of the game because you can go out and collect all the other shit.
Yeah.
That's what Super Mario Odyssey really is.
Yeah.
But that's what this game was trying to be. But no, do you have the feeling to go hunt? Because Mario, it's oh, I gotta get all whatever stars.
Yeah, I mean Mario is about
collecting stars and replaying levels. But that's what this is trying to be. But there's nothing propelling you
to reward you.
Yeah.
For one, the parkas are stupid because as soon as I got it, I was like, I don't even care if you give me a color. I don't like the design of it. I'm never gonna wear a parka.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Watch Dogs 1 when it was all scarves and beanies.
Oh,
there was a couple I got that I liked. There was one that they're cut different.
Oh, it was actually cut different?
It's not like a big cape. It's not like a double cape. There was one that was cut like a V.
That's
so it looked cooler. And then there was one that was cut at an angle, and it looked like a Destiny cloak. Remember the Hunter cloak? It was cut at an angle.
Yeah.
It still feels very Watch Dogs to me, where it's one basic design.
Yeah,
because you're playing the guy from Shameless.
Mm-hmm.
It's just him, and then it slightly shifts every time you change the outfit.
And then I got an all black one that was kind of cool. Because then I had the dark under outfit and the black, and he was all black. And the lightsaber was all black. It was
it's just as soon as they announced the game with that guy from Shameless, a part of me died.
Yeah.
Literally, I was hyped, and then literally as soon as I saw that fucking Ginger's face, I was like, oh god.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really love the main character. It's not as ruined for me because I didn't really ever watch.
I just watched so much Shameless, and he's so.
Well, that was for me. When they announced him, I was like, oh, okay. Voice acting, that's cool. Then when I saw the model, I'm like, oh no, it's literally him.
It's literally him.
And I was like, because I just think of him and Mickey banging and hanging.
Oh yeah, they're still banging and clanging.
Yeah, I don't know. I almost wish that they did more of a Force Unleashed character when that was out.
This game is 33% a game.
Yeah,
it should have had it. I don't know.
For what it is, though, it is polished. I mean, it's still some bugs, but for a game that they probably made in 2 years, because it was only a couple years ago they canceled EA canceled the other Star Wars game,
Oh yeah.
being made by Visceral Studios, who did like Dead Space and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They were making it with the lady from Uncharted, and their game got canceled after like 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then they hired Respawn like 2 years ago to make this. So for a game made in 2.5 years, you know,
I mean,
by
the
a
best
studio
part
that's not
about it-
known for third-person action games,
Yeah.
you know,
The best part about
pretty
it
good.
is that it's Star Wars.
yep,
They got the rights to use lightsabers.
yeah.
So like, it's like cool. You get to fight with a lightsaber,
Yeah.
and then like the combat's good, because you unlock so many different abilities and like I don't know. I just felt so shortchanged with like I loved so much about the game. I liked the exploration. You get the wall run, then you get to you unlock a double jump. And you can like jump and then flip forward like a Jedi jump.
Yeah.
So it's like you start unlocking all this stuff, and I was like,
And then the story ends.
and then the story ends.
Yeah.
Like I literally just felt like I unlocked lightsaber colors, and then not like 2 nights ago I realized each lightsaber color has its own noises.
Oh,
So
really?
when you fucking equipped it, it comes out like, or one comes out like, and then like the fucking purple one comes out, and it's like, it almost sounds like a fucking like a pinball springer. Like it's like it's like bouncy almost, and like each one has a different fucking sound.
That's pretty cool.
And I was like, oh man, I just realized that the other night, and then I'm done with the game forever. And it's like, fuck, I never got to really enjoy all the stuff I was just getting used to or good at.
Yeah, there's not for you to finally have all those skills and lightsaber colors and stuff. There's not enough to go and like use it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? To like,
Yeah.
that's the problem with it.
Unless I just wanted to run
It's not an
around.
open world. You can't go take more quests. There's not side quests that you missed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's just
There's
like
not
a story
there's not
with very
unexplored-
small side quests along the way.
Yeah.
Then when you're done, you're done.
yeah.
There's
It's
not
not
like
like-
really any unexplored areas. They pretty much make you go everywhere.
Because it kind of reminds me of Mass Effect 2 or even 3 when you go from like world to world. And you can
Mhm.
also go back to that world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that's what this game is. You literally go from world to world.
Yeah.
But there's no characters in the world like, hey, come here, kid.
Yeah.
Come
yeah.
talk to me.
And then it
none
also,
of that. It's just a
it's not
story.
like God of War that tells this long
Even that
story.
game had side quests.
Yeah, even that game has side
Like
quests.
real side quests. This game doesn't really have
This game has
that.
none of that.
No.
But
So
that
that-
game, at least the story was so
Grand and bigger.
grand. Yeah, and the
Yeah.
world was so involved.
The
and-
story in this game does not feel like big enough.
and it
I
does
guess.
get a little bit better. Like the chick that you're with,
Uh-huh.
she gets a little bit cooler. The pilot guy is still kind of his lame self the whole time, and then there's like some other people that end up being a little bit cool. You know,
I
and
like
then
the second sister.
there's the bad chick.
Yeah, she's cool.
The second sister's cool, but then there's the evil chick, like the Sith chick.
Yeah, yeah.
She's actually not like it gets a little bit better with the story, but literally as soon as it gets a little bit better, the game ends. So it's like
Now, do you think they're gonna do DLC? Because I haven't heard a fucking word about any DLC coming for this game.
DLC would be cool.
Because usually
but
they'd announce it like, oh, like in season, pack 1, we're gonna do this. They haven't even said they're doing DLC.
The only problem is with that is I feel like the DLC's got to be beefy. What's the point of playing?
Yeah.
Of
It
exploring
would have
a
to
new
be-
planet for 2 hours and being done.
it would have to be big.
Would you buy it if they had a pack like adding a world and a whole new story for like?
If it was one world, no.
No, you wouldn't
If
buy
it
it.
was like a couple planets.
Yeah,
But the biggest reason why is because of how the game ends. I don't know what they would do. In order for them to... DLCs usually elaborate more on the story.
yeah.
I don't know how they could elaborate more on this story
So
with
wait,
the way that
what if they
ended.
make you don't think there's room for a sequel?
No, because what it would have to be doesn't make... It doesn't... I don't think that they would do it. I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, they're definitely gonna make this game is very successful. They're gonna make another game.
Oh, a sequel? Yeah, but then... Yeah, but I mean...
Hopefully it's a different main
I don't want to
character.
spoil anything, but then it would have to be balls to the wall Star Wars. It's got to be everything then, because it's fucking like
Yeah.
it's not. The direction they went in at the end of this game is like they can't go right and do more no name character stuff. They have to follow what they just fucking set up. In which case they'd have.
Well,
to
I think I
fucking
know what you're
change-
talking. Are you talking about Darth Vader?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah.
you know Darth Vader's in it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they spoiled it in a commercial for it.
Yeah.
I knew about that.
Oh, okay.
I saw some stuff about it too.
Yeah,
Oh, all right. Well,
and that's the major spoiler, right?
yeah.
That's the one you're
The
talking
end
about?
of the game is the Sith chick.
Yeah,
And then like she kind of is like conflicted at a moment Like, because the fucking the chick that you're with, the black chick, she obviously like has to wield another lightsaber again. Like, you obviously know, like, she was a Jedi.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm suppressing my whole stuff, and like obviously she's gonna help you at the end.
Is the second sister? Is that what they call her? Or
The second sister is a little bit involved, but like, no, that's cool. That's some side stuff. But it's more obviously just about the main kid, and then the chick, the black chick, and then the chick that is the Sith lady, and fucking it's like she jumps in and finally starts fighting. She's badass, and she only fights for a little bit, but then like the end, Darth Vader shows up, and you're like, oh shit, it's Darth Vader, and like you barely fight him. She's like the black chick, I can't remember her name. It was stupid. I just beat the game last night. She's like, Cal, run! And then you're like, no! And you're like, I'll fight you, right? And then like he comes walking up on you, and he's huge, and you're like, oh shit, and like you're just able to basically get away from him.
Yeah.
And fucking his force abilities they show off some cool force stuff, but then it's like that the game ends and you're just running away from him. And you're like, you're trying to escape from the clutches of Darth Vader. Obviously, you're not going to kill Darth Vader.
Yeah.
So like, I didn't know he was in the game. So like, as soon as it was revealed, I was like, oh shit, I got to fight Darth Vader. And I was like, wait, no, I don't. Darth Vader doesn't die here and now.
Yeah.
So then like, I escape from Darth Vader. Now what? Like, what's the next game going to be? Me versus Darth Vader?
I don't know.
Yeah.
See, I don't know.
You can't end his storyline. His storyline continues through the movies.
Yeah.
So there's nothing.
Yeah.
The next game can't be me taking out Darth Vader and ending all this.
Yeah, like, killing Darth Vader is never the answer.
So now that they introduced him, then what the fuck? Where can the game go?
The next game should follow Kylo Ren when he was Ben turning into Kylo.
Oh, that'd be sick. They'll never do it though.
No, I know it's
too much of a tie-in.
It's just weird to me that they fucking incorporated. I kind of was like, oh, it'd be cool if they did something with Darth Vader. But then once I was in the game, I was like, but now it's tied to the events of the movie.
It's getting too close to like Force Unleashed is a perfect example. Yeah. It's like it took place at a weird time where it's like, oh, none of this is true. Like, a part of you don't want the game to become like almost like where it feels like it couldn't happen, because like if Darth Vader gets too much involved, then it's like kind of breaking it. Like,
the most that can happen is that I encounter him and get away. That's the most that can happen.
Because then it feels like, oh, this guy Cal was very important but never mentioned up until now.
And that's stupid.
Yeah.
So then it's like, so what they did was all they can do, and then now in a way I feel like I kind of liked it better before, when it was like, oh, this is something that's going on totally separate from the movie canon. Yeah. Like, let's not even go anywhere near it, because it just bogs things down. Yeah. And if anything, we'll just have small little fucking hints and things that refer to it. But it's like, God, now I don't understand. They'd have to.
They're definitely making a sequel.
I got away from him. Now I'm gonna just go fight. I'm just gonna go fight this random Sith Lord that gets made that no one knows about until now. That's the sequel.
Oh, well, I hope you like it.
I love the combat. I love that I get to play as a Jedi and use a fucking lightsaber and use force powers. But I think that they botched the content, like the way the content was spread out. Yeah. I feel like I did everything in the first chunk, and then the end of the game is like a 2-hour chunk. I did everything in this one big chunk, and then a 2-hour chunk to finish the game, and it was done. And it was like it's just so abrupt. Fucking credits roll.
It is the first in the series. Give them credit.
The combat and shit's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's move on into the news.
Yeah, what happened?
What happened? What do you want to start with? TV, movie, or games this week? Tell me.
I slept under a rock for the past week, so I don't know anything that
happened.
TV.
All right. We'll start with TV, baby. All right. First up, we have Better Call Saul is renewed for a 6th and final season.
Oh
wow.
Yeah. Love that show. So it's gonna be sad.
I've never seen a single episode.
It's great.
I only watched the first.
I fucking love it.
Maybe.
But yeah. So if you guys ever want to check out another show that's on top of probably 800 shows, you should get recommended and never watch.
Add it to the list.
Yeah, I have those too. Everybody has. It's so many. There's too much TV.
Well, right now I'm just trying to stay committed to the things
major ones. Witcher,
Watchmen.
Westworld.
I beat Jedi. I beat Fallen Order, so that's how I'm going to start playing Control.
Oh, yes.
That's
Yes, I'm so excited for you to play because then it'll propel me to.
Did you ever finish or do much in Outer Worlds?
No, you know what's funny? This kid at work has been playing Outer Worlds, and he was like, "Oh, dude, the fucking beginning is fun, huh? Like when you find that guy's spaceship, and then you have to choose between that people who ran away or that city." And I was like, "Oh yeah, what'd you choose?" And he was like, "I chose the people that ran away." I'm like, "Yeah, me too."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "What else did you do?" And I'm like, "That's it. That's where I stopped." Right after that, when you go back to the spaceship, and then the chick wants to come with you. You take on a follower, and then it's like you finish that planet, and you're like, okay, and we go back to the spaceship, and it's like, where should we go? I was like, I never left that planet.
See you never.
Like literally, it's Fallout, but you get to leave the planet. I never left the planet. I just played the smallest version of Fallout possible. One planet, one quest.
You should do the 12-minute speed run that some guy did.
I gotta see that. Speedruns are fucking
12-minute speed run of that game?
It was something crazy.
Yeah.
It was really short, and the video is of the developers watching it, and so like they're like, oh, maybe he's gonna do this, or I wonder if he's just gonna kill the guy and take the key. And they're like, oh, wait, what is he doing? And he's like, oh, he's just gonna jump over the fence and get the key. Okay, and like my sister's boyfriend, he got that game for Christmas, so he said he was like playing it recently, and then he was talking about the speed run, how he's watched it, and I was like, yeah, I saw it. It was pretty wild.
Oh, that's cool. The problem for me with that game is that I've played so much Fallout, and it just feels like a watered down Fallout to me. And it's like I'm just not as fulfilled with the world like when you're walking around.
Yeah,
it's not. You can't go into every building. And then when you go into a building, you can't loot every object.
Yeah.
The objects you can loot are all like ammo, health. It's all like things you need. It's like PUBG, and then it's like. And the stuff.
It's not like Fallout feels very real because you can interact with almost every object.
Yeah, if I like the toasters,
this feels more like kind of like a first person PUBG RPG, where it's just like you're only picking up the major things,
right? Things you need.
Yeah, or like even like a Mass Effect. Like Mass Effect's not like Fallout. Nothing.
Yeah.
But not many games are though. But not many games are trying to be what Fallout is.
Right.
Like Outer Worlds is literally Fallout in space.
Like if you're gonna bite off Fallout, bite off the best things.
Yeah.
I can't. If I like toasters.
Like I said with Star Wars, this is also first in a series by a much smaller team.
Yeah.
You know, it is the people who made New Vegas. A lot of the ex people who did that, but the team is way smaller.
And I feel like its biggest strengths are where it comes down to like having to choose all the time, and you like have to make decisions, and the decisions affect the world, and you're supposed to follow that, which definitely it does not like complement my playing style, where I'm more of a side quest. Explore the world.
Yeah, this game seems very main story focused.
You should just be doing main stories and enjoying the story that they spent time on.
But that's what Bethesda's games do so perfectly. Like Skyrim, you can literally never do the main story.
Yeah.
And you can play 200 hours if you want.
And that's some of my best fun things that I ever did in Skyrim was that.
Oh yeah, the Dark Brotherhood is one of my favorite storylines in any game ever.
Yeah,
like
I did one playthrough where I started, and I skipped the Dragonborn stuff, and I never even went to the top of the mountain yet.
Chase, I don't think. Do you know what those means? No.
Oh, you never played Skyrim?
You bought it. Remember we convinced you to buy it? Like this was a few years ago now, but
later,
yeah, it was on sale on Xbox, and you bought it, and I think you played it.
Oh, so I basically played the game and never did the first mission, and I fucking went to a different city and joined the Thieves Guild and started my whole game and played for probably 40 to 50 hours before I went and did the first mission of the actual storyline.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
I wish more games were as open as this.
Yeah,
not many are.
Anyway, back to TV.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Next up, we have Watchmen Season 2 unlikely to happen without Damon Lindelof. So Damon Lindelof is the guy who did Lost, The Leftovers, and now Watchmen.
Mm-hmm.
HBO says it would be hard to imagine doing it without Damon involved in some way. Meaning that if Damon Lindelof doesn't want to do a Season 2, they're never going to touch it. They're not going to do what they did with True Detective.
Yeah.
Where the creator of True Detective said he didn't want to do it, but they did it anyways, and they fucked it all up.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing if they just left it with the first season.
Yeah, and everything I'm seeing, like where Lindelof said in December, I've consistently believed and still believe that these 9 episodes are a complete story with a beginning, middle, and end. I have to acknowledge that not everyone's going to see it that way, and I definitely don't dispute any opinion that's sort of like there should be more. I just feel compelled to continue the story without a reason to do so. I just don't feel confused.
I agree with him. I think that you're probably better off.
I mean, I haven't seen it yet, so
Yeah.
But I mean, even with Leftovers, he only did 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of this, honestly, like watching Chernobyl. Like, not that that's the same because Chernobyl's a real life thing.
Yeah,
and this is
yeah.
fictional, but like, would you want Chernobyl to be like a 4-part miniseries with 4 seasons where it's like
I think it kind of loses.
first season's leading up to the disaster, the second season's like the fucking court case, the third season's this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like I like short. There's nothing wrong with just quality over quantity.
Short and sweet.
Even if it is 1 season, we'll move on.
Yeah, but then you can botch that too. Like, I wouldn't say maybe totally botched, but The Mandalorian.
Oh, that's different. That's
Yeah.
The Mandalorian is so made for number one to make toys. I mean, Baby Yoda is going to be the most profitable toy.
Yeah, I heard Baby Yoda is going to be coming to Build-A-Bear.
Oh
They're
gosh,
gonna
there it is.
build
It's
a
already
Baby
starting.
Yoda.
It's already starting.
Yeah.
But that was like too short.
Yeah.
Too short of episodes. Too short of episode count.
Yeah.
Too short of just some stuff to happen.
Like even Leftovers, like it probably if it got canceled or just ended after season 1, it'd still be one of the best shows in a long time.
Yeah.
Because every season of that show is completely different. Like season 2, he's in a Texas town.
Firefly.
What? Oh, Firefly. Yeah,
Didn't
that's one of the biggest cult shows ever. It's only
How many?
I think 2 seasons.
2
I
seasons.
think 2. It might be just
And then
one.
it got or it might be just
Freaks
one.
and Geeks is probably Freaks and Geeks and Firefly are probably the 2 biggest cult shows ever.
Yeah.
Then there's also that show Twin Peaks, which is just as popular.
Oh, yeah, that's huge. That was one of the
Huge
one
too,
really
but that's like
fun.
2 or 3 seasons. But yeah, I think Freaks and Geeks and Firefly, because I think they're both 1 season.
Yeah.
And like
People
Freaks and Geeks
love
is
it.
like one of the best
Yeah.
like teen
How
comedy.
long of a season is it, though? I mean, like,
I
episode
think kind
wise.
of long. Was it kind of long?
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely not like 10 episodes.
No,
There's
no.
way.
It was a real sitcom. Like,
Yeah.
There's like probably 20 episodes or something. But Watchmen, if it ends, it ends. I haven't seen it yet, so I got to see it before I really
Yeah, you
start
have
begging.
Yeah,
I
you'll
can't
have an
start begging
opinion.
for it.
I mean, I would love to have more of it because it was really good, but the way that it ends and all that, I mean, it could be for the better. It could definitely be for the better.
All right, well, next up is NBC Universal's Peacock to launch in April 2020. Multiple price points revealed. Now, I sent you this, Chase, because they announced that a MacGruber TV series is coming to this. Now, what do you think of that?
Wait, so it's coming to a streaming service?
Yeah, this Peacock.
Oh.
It's NBC's
it's
version. This is where The Office is going. It's leaving Netflix and coming to this.
My only thing was I just hope the MacGruber's like R-rated, so I don't know.
Oh, if it's not R-rated, that definitely takes a hit.
Yeah, big hit.
Yeah. Now Peacock, they're also putting like Law and Order, like that MacGruber. What else? They're doing like a Battlestar Galactica reboot. Like they're doing a lot of shit on it. Obviously, The Office will be on it, so that'll probably get some people.
Will it though?
I think so because it's like the most watched thing on Netflix.
I guess it is really.
Yeah, but once it's not there,
I don't know.
to force you to spend money.
Like
so
you're
you have
watching The
access.
Office.
Yeah, but
right
what's
now.
your other option? If you're so addicted to The Office and you love just watching it like on
I
your
guess.
TV,
Yeah, but
you're
out
so-
of the people, you saying it's the highest watched thing on Netflix, right?
Uh,
You watched The Office today.
yeah,
You're one of the people contributing to it being the highest. Are you gonna buy?
I love The Office.
Are you
the
gonna
reason
buy
why I
the
like
new
it is because
thing?
it's our Seinfeld,
Yeah.
our friends.
I agree, but are you gonna buy Peacock to watch The Office?
I if I was thinking, hey, I want to watch The Office, I just want to lay back and watch The Office, I'd be more compelled to get the app because it's on there. Wouldn't you?
But will you?
I might for MacGruber.
Oh, okay.
MacGruber is definitely. If that show is going to happen, I'm going to at least do the free trial and watch the fucking show
Yeah.
because I love MacGruber.
Mm-hmm.
I love MacGruber.
Yeah, and he can be pretty funny. That could be pretty funny.
Yeah, they're watching with free version, a paid version with ads, and then a paid version without ads. It's actually pretty cheap. It's not. I think it's like $10 a month. We'll see. I don't think Chase is going to run out and get this right away. Right,
No.
Chase? No. Okay, Netflix will spend over $17 billion on content in 2020. I love at the beginning of each year they always announce these crazy numbers that Netflix spends.
Yeah, that's remember back on our the TGM Uncensored, and I remember us saying that they invested like $6 million. It was like lower millions in original content.
Now they're spending $17.3 billion on new content.
That's crazy.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
They spent $15.3 last year.
Wow.
Jesus. Like, what the fuck? $17.3 billion. How much does a Stranger Things cost?
Maybe $1 billion.
No.
I'm sure that Underground 6 or that Ryan Reynolds Netflix movie. Have you seen it?
That's true. Some of these movies that they're making nowadays are like $200 million movies. The Michael Bay movie.
And it's not worth it.
Explosions alone cost fucking $50 million.
And it wasn't.
Then you got fucking Ryan Reynolds in it. He's $20 million.
Yeah.
I'm always forgetting the actors. If you add up every actor that they're paying, comedian, fucking Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock.
Yeah.
You add them all up, that's like, that could be $1 billion right there. Just all the fucking people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they're also signing these like creative people too, like Ryan Murphy, who did like the American Horror Story. Like he signed a $200 million, I think, Netflix deal.
Really?
So like just him alone.
What, to do a couple series or something?
Yeah, to make shows exclusive for Netflix.
Wow.
And one of them actually just came out this past year. It's about like a weird. Do you ever see the movie with Reese Witherspoon and Matthew Broderick, where she's like becoming class president? Election.
Yeah.
You seen that movie?
I don't think
No?
all the way through. No. But
People really like that.
I know
it's
it's
like kind of
cult-
like a
it's
darkish
cult
comedy.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cult classic. But there's his first show was this show that was just a lot like that. It was like a weird gay kid running for class president. And you didn't see that on Netflix? Oh.
Wait, it does sound kind of.
It looked kind of good, actually. It looked like
Yeah.
a good TV show. I don't know. But anyway, what were we talking about? I can't remember.
Netflix spending 17.
Netflix, baby. Netflix.
Netflix, baby.
Before you know, there's going to be a different award show just for streaming services. Not even including TV.
Pretty soon, everything's gonna be streaming services.
Yeah.
There's gonna be no normal TV.
Yeah.
Because all of them are making their own. Like NBC is making Peacock. CBS has CBS All Access.
I wonder what cable's trying to do. Like these cable companies. I mean, they're probably just investing into internet.
Because I know but some have their own, like AMC, FX. They're all starting to get their own streaming services.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so fucking weird.
Cox.
The future we're going
It's
into.
going to be like Cox's streaming service where it's bundling other streaming services.
That's what it's going to be pretty soon.
We've been making that joke for years.
And it's going to happen.
Yeah. And it's called
So
cable.
sad.
Oh, there's so many. That's
Yeah.
the joke. That's the joke.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
called cable, but it'll be through the internet and not through
Right.
cable.
Yeah.
If only
wires.
there was a service that would bundle all these channels together.
Yeah.
I could watch multiple channels and only have to pay one bill.
No, I didn't know this. HBO, which is soon launching HBO Max, which is more than just HBO. Like they're going to carry more than just HBO shows. Like Friends is going from Netflix to HBO Max.
Huh.
So,
But it won't be on HBO now.
No, HBO Now is a lesser version. It's just HBO product.
Yeah.
Pretty soon they're doing HBO Max, where they're going to start bringing in other stuff, plus other stuff. It's the bigger HBO.
HBO now has movies that aren't made by HBO though.
True, but not original content. Like
Yeah.
not like Friends and weird products. Like they could have got Office technically if they had paid for it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, they're doing a Green Lantern TV show, which I didn't even know about until I saw this article.
Ryan Reynolds is in it?
No, it's an upcoming Green Lantern series from Greg Berlanti, who actually does those. You know the Arrowverse on CW?
Mm-hmm.
He's the one who started that. So who knows if this will be? But it is HBO, so maybe it'll be a little less made for TV quality.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen other shows, Arrow or Flash or?
That seems a little bit hokey.
I think I watched like a couple episodes.
They're not
of
terrible,
S.H.I.E.L.D.
but they're like you can tell it's made for like CW.
I think when S.H.I.E.L.D. first came out, I tried a couple.
Oh, Agent of the Shield.
Yeah,
that's different. That was on ABC,
and I hated it.
Yeah, that was terrible. Horrible.
And then there was also that Batman show. Gotham.
Oh, that's Gotham. That's also separate.
I tried watching that.
Yeah, but we all did. Remember?
Yeah. But
we
was
did it
funny.
for the podcast.
Every season that went by that show, I would see stuff for it. I'm like, oh, that kind of looks cool. I wish I watched it.
Ugh.
It looked like there's some cool stuff going on.
But we did. We watched it for.
We watched some of.
For
Yeah, that was
TGO
on
Uncensored.
Yes, I remember now.
And we hated it.
Yeah, I gave up on it.
And that was the reason why I never watched any of the superhero shows.
Yep.
Until there was like Daredevil on Netflix. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, those are the first good superhero shows.
Right.
Yeah. All right, next. Game of Thrones prequel House of the Dragon will likely premiere in 2022.
Yeah, it takes place like
focus on the Targaryen dynasty.
Ooh.
2022, baby. That's pretty far from now. That's 2 years from now.
Oh, they got one more chance here with this Game of Thrones universe.
Yeah.
They fucking botched this.
And also the fucking next year, the Lord of the Rings prequel show starring Amazon. Hopefully that'll be fucking sick.
Oh, yeah. I wonder how the pacing will be for the Game of Thrones. How they're going to do it. If it's going to be like when it first came out and it was real. I mean,
they got it because that's what got Game of Thrones so big.
Yeah.
It was just the way it was told.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the last 2 seasons weren't the reason why it was so popular.
No.
That's for damn sure.
There's a reason why
it felt cheesy.
Kind of pushed off to the side. Yeah, it did feel cheesy.
Like the other ones were so cool because like you'd watch a whole episode with like two main characters. An hour would go by. Yeah,
you would go 5, 6 episodes before checking in with another character.
Yes,
which they gave it a really good like time effect of like, you know, this is slow moving.
Yeah.
The other ones, it was ridiculous.
Oh my
it was
God.
So obvious where it's like, wait, so they just flew there?
They would go in the final season. They would go from house where Daenerys Targaryen was living, that castle she was living in.
Yeah,
they would go from there to King's Landing in literally a 1-minute trip.
Yeah,
they'd be there.
Mm-hmm.
In real life, in that show, that's like probably like a month of traveling by horse and fucking boat.
Oh yeah,
because that's how it started. Was when they first came.
You remember the first season when they're traveling from Winterfell? No, from King's Landing to Winterfell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're exchanging messages.
Oh no, sorry, the opposite way, right? Yeah, Winterfell to King's Landing.
It took all season.
Yeah. It took like all season.
Yeah, that was made it.
But we can't keep hating on it, I guess.
No.
When all said and done, I like where it went. I just don't like how it got there.
Yeah. I don't like where it went or how
it
got there. No, I think it just should have been John. It's just stupid. It just breaks. It ruins all the stuff they built up to.
Well, yeah, just pulling Bran out of a hat right at the end without really exploring why he should be chosen.
Yeah,
fully.
just everything.
This is Tyrion like, what if we chose Bran?
Yeah.
It's like, as a viewer, you're like, oh my God, this is really it?
Endgame, it was like Ant-Man that saved the day. You'd be like, what?
Yeah, at the end,
everything
at the very end of Avengers Endgame, like the most obscure character to save.
It's like you watch Ant-Man kill Thanos, and then you watch like instead of watching Captain America get old, you watch like Falcon get old, and you watch like, you know what I mean? Like they focus on the wrong characters. Where it's like, no, the whole thing was about these guys. Obviously, you need to make it about him at the end.
Yeah.
It all pointed towards John. Some of the biggest moments and twists in the entire series had to do with John.
Yeah.
John's the one who died and came back. You know what I mean? The other stuff was cool.
No, but he's going to go live with the Wild
John's
the one
that was a fucking bastard. Then we found out he was a Targaryen, and all these things are pointing towards an ending. And they just take a left turn at the end.
Sorry,
that was the worst part.
So sorry, Tom.
Bran as king, and he's got a sense of humor.
Yeah.
The Simpsons voice actor will no longer play Apu.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Hank Azaria, who you guys would know from tons of shit.
They're canceling the character.
Well, I don't think he's 100% canceled. As of right now, just the actor who plays him is.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I had read that they're getting rid of the character because it's offensive.
Oh really? No, from just this, it says he'll be dropping the character from his repertoire. Apu. I don't think the character's done unless they maybe get like an Indian guy to come in and do the voice. I think that's what the white actor feels. Is that he's just a guy doing a. And he's a famous. He does so many voices on. Obviously, he's been on there since day one. He's been in so much shit. Hank Azaria. Godzilla.
It's the end of an era.
Remember Godzilla?
He also does Mo.
Yeah, he does Mo. Yep.
So he's still gonna do Mo.
Yeah, he's still doing Chief Wiggum, comic guy.
Oh, okay.
He's just dropping
Did you
a poo.
say Chief Mo?
No, I said Mo, Chief Wiggum, and comic guy.
He said Chief Mo, Chief Wiggum.
Really?
Yeah.
Chief Mo,
Chief comic guy?
Chief comic guy?
Chief Mo.
Go fuck your ass.
Do you remember the episode where Mo gets plastic surgery and he's gorgeous and he becomes an actor?
No.
And then
There's like 800 episodes of Simpsons.
And then the set breaks and falls on his face, and they're like, "Oh my god, his face is mortified!" And they show him, and it's back to his old face.
All right, what else we got here? I can't wait to get to movies. There's one movie thing I want to talk about really bad.
Really?
We'll get there. Hold on. Okay. Oh yeah. It's Always Sunny. Rob McElhenney has confirmed that they are going to do Always Sunny Forever.
That's what he said?
That's what it said. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Because they're coming up saying because they're getting renewed soon. I think their deal might be up, but I think it's going to get renewed again. So that show, they're on pace to be the longest running, I think, sitcom comedy of all time.
Really?
Yeah, they're pretty close to breaking the record.
Wow.
I think they're on season 15 now.
Who holds the record?
Is it MASH or is
Seinfeld?
No, Seinfeld's only 9 seasons.
Oh, really?
I don't know what they're going for. I don't know the show. It might be MASH. I'm not quite sure.
MASH.
Oh yeah, the Game of Thrones creators who were supposed to go do Star Wars, but now they signed a deal with Netflix. Who did they sign a deal with? I think it was Netflix. They had a show that was that they were going to make called Confederate on HBO. Do you remember when that show got announced? Confederate? Anyway?
No.
Okay. It was a series where an alternate timeline of history in which Southern states successfully succeeded from the Union and created a nation where slavery evolved into modern institutions.
I do remember, hearing
You
about
remember
that. Yeah.
It's officially canceled.
Wow.
Yeah, it's never happening. Well, because I think once they signed their deal with Netflix, their Star Wars shit got canceled, and now this is getting canceled.
What was that terrible? It was on a major network. Was it called Revolution or something? Where,
yes, that was NBC. Remember that? Who liked that? Was that Jimmy again?
I think so. I remember I watched it, and I was like, as soon as it was all power was lost, so everyone's kind of tribal and whatever. But and everyone had muskets.
Yeah, all of a sudden, muskets got.
And I'm thinking, okay, if the power goes out, you can still use all the guns you had previously. So why all of a sudden do you have muskets? Because it was supposed to be a play on the name, which was the Revolution or whatever the fuck it was. It was so stupid. It was so stupid.
The power's out. We have to use muskets now.
Yeah. As soon as I saw that, it made no sense.
Gotta get your blunderbuss.
Yeah.
And the final news story for TV this week is, or for last week, is that season 2 of Altered Carbon is coming out February 27th, 2020. Did you guys watch that show?
I never finished it.
That show was awesome.
Yeah.
That was a great show. That's another show, Tom, you should definitely watch. Very easy because it's obviously all out. Do you remember when that show came out? It's like Blade Runner. Very Blade Runner-y on Sci-Fi and Netflix. That's where it's in the future you can live forever because you can just put your conscience into a new body. So rich people have been living for hundreds of years.
Oh shit!
I forgot about that. That was pretty
wild,
that concept.
Yeah, it's wicked cool. And this one dude who's the main character is an Asian guy who's a cop, and he's been living for a long time, I think over 100 years. But then he got arrested or he got framed for something, and he gets put away into their version of prison where they get their mind locked up. Then a rich dude in the future brings him out of the prison, puts him in a new body.
I think I do remember this.
Yeah, he puts him in a new body. It's a big Jack White guy. Remember that guy from RoboCop? And he gets hired to become a detective to solve this murder.
They live up in the clouds?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow, I forgot all about that.
Would you watch the first episode or something?
I don't remember.
It's a fucking amazing show.
I was really all of a sudden coming back to me.
Yeah, and the second season, the white guy's not in it anymore because since they can change bodies, the main character is played by Falcon from Marvel. So yeah, that comes out soon. I'm excited for that. Really liked it. All right, what do you want? Movies or games next?
Games.
Movies. Want to do games?
Yeah, TGM.
TGM, baby.
TV games, movies.
All right. First, we have a beta coming out pretty soon for this cool game chase.
Beta?
Yeah, for this game. It's a new game called Descent.
Oh, Frost Punch.
No, not Frostpunk.
Or Frozen Punch.
You didn't try that, did you?
No.
All right, you should try it before you start Control. Because you might give up on it pretty quick, but it's a cool game to at least have a couple nights of gaming.
Yeah.
You're not going to play it for weeks.
Right.
Anyway, from the ex-Halo creator, Marcus Leto, a new multiplayer game is coming out called Disintegration. Have you seen this game yet? It's coming out on PC, Xbox, and PS4, and it's weird because it's like a first-person shooter where you're in a mech kind of, and you're shooting down at stuff, but then it's an RTS at the same time. And you're commanding people as you're a first-person shooter.
Really?
and it's like a multiplayer game, and it looks like it could be it looks like, because I was watching some footage, it looks like it could be like the next, like those games like what was the game that I made you buy, Evolve, where the idea of it looks like it could be the next big thing, but will it work?
Mm-hmm.
This looks like it could be the next big thing, but who knows? But the beta comes out pretty soon. Closed beta January 28th.
That sounds pretty.
January 29th, and a public beta January 31st to the February 1st. We should try it, but because it looks pretty fucking cool. That's Disintegration. All right, next up, GTA 5 is the best-selling game of the past decade.
Oh yeah.
Came in first, which is also our game of the decade.
I think. Do they still hold the?
No, it wasn't Minecraft. Was.
No, we chose GTA.
Did we?
Uh-huh.
Does it still hold the record for like grossing the most amount of money for like a piece of entertainment?
It's either
It's like $1 billion or something like that.
I think so.
Within like a certain
day
or something stupid.
I think you're right. Yeah,
crazy.
Because that's crazy. Because like we look at movie stuff and it's like, oh, this movie made worldwide. This movie made $500 million in one weekend.
Yeah.
Then you got GTA in 3 days and make over $1 billion.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like games can theoretically be the most profitable form of anything.
Wow.
TV, movies, or
Because I know they also set the record of the most expensive video game made.
that's
Yeah, which was like 200 and something million or something crazy.
They're
like that.
smart though. They let them
Yeah.
take 5 to 8 years. They give them $200 million and they make, I don't know how many billion they made.
Yeah,
That's insane.
Yeah.
Dude, just yesterday I was on Facebook and like the ads, for GTA still come up. They just added some new like little like rally car. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's always popping on my Instagram. If you follow them on Instagram,
Yeah.
it's like every week there's new shit coming.
Yeah, it's crazy. They still have, and then like I was reading some of the comments, and one person was like, the game's become like all the vehicles. I grinded for like 2 weeks just so I could buy one car. Like it's obvious now that it's really just driven for you to spend money.
It is.
like to buy stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I because on Twitch Prime, since I'm an Amazon Prime member, I have Twitch Prime, and you get free stuff. So like this big new update came out with the heist, the casino heist.
Diamond one,
I got the property that you need to do it for free.
Oh wow.
So I got it. I was like, fuck it, let me log on GTA. This is a week ago. I hop on GTA. I get my free thing. I have to do like the intro mission to fucking get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I customize my arcade. I spend like, it was free, but then the extra add-ons I spent like almost $1 million on.
Oh,
Because I had like $2 million.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. So I got my arcade. I go down there. I'm like, all right, let me try to start the heist. It says you must be a CEO, the motorcycle club person, or something else. And I wasn't all three because when we did everything else,
Shit.
I think who bought CEO? Remember the thing where the CEO shit
I
came
think
out?
Tom bought CEO.
You bought CEO, remember?
Yeah.
Then the motorcycle club came out. I never got my motorcycle club.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then a third thing came out, and I never did that either.
Yeah.
So I have a fucking arcade that I own that I can't activate because I'm not a CEO.
Wow.
So I was like, you know what? Fuck this game.
Yeah.
It's just everything takes so long. The loading takes forever. It's just old. Like I was driving around. The graphics, dude, have not aged well.
Yeah.
Playing in a 4K TV where I'm playing some other games, even Madden,
Mm-hmm.
it looks crisp as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
A little janky. Crisp,
Yeah, yeah.
though.
Yeah.
I go on GTA, and I was floored.
Yeah, remember when we played? When did we play? A while ago, right? I think a year ago.
Yeah. It was at this house.
We were playing it again.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, this game does not hold up.
No.
Yeah.
It's starting
It's
to get there.
clunky.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not.
Because the highlights that you
finally
see of it
aged.
are on PC.
Oh yeah.
They're not showing Xbox One version of this
Yeah,
game
yeah.
anywhere.
And it stayed popular on PC because of all the mods. Like a lot of people do the cop mods,
Uh-huh.
or like where they're in a world, and then like certain people are the firefighters, certain people are the police, doing speed traps and shit.
Yeah.
And then there's like actual players, like civilians and stuff, and you
Yeah.
try to blend in, and like that stuff is cool. But that's like Battlefield 4. Like that game, because I played so much of it, and then like I remember a couple of years ago I wanted to play it again, and like the gameplay itself is all right, but it's the graphics are so like the screen tearing is so bad. Like when you zoom in with a scope and you look at a building, and it's just like all the edges are like changing colors. And like I saw a clip like yesterday where someone had this like crazy sniper shot where like they had to aim like way high up, and the bullets like it took forever to get there. And these people were standing on a tower, and like all the antennas and stuff, like the screen tearing, it was just like I was like, how do you even like see them? But yeah, I was on GTA a few months ago, and I thought that too. I was like, this is kind of rough.
All right, now, so GTA is number 1. Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 1 was number 2. Black Ops 2 was number 3. Modern Warfare 3 was number 4. Black Ops 3 was number 5. Ghost was number 6. Piece of shit game.
Yeah.
Red Dead 2 was number 7. World War II Call of Duty was 8. Black Ops 4 was 9. Minecraft was 10. Advanced Warfare was 11. Modern Warfare was 12. Skyrim was 13. Mortal Kombat 8 was 14. Infinite Warfare was 15. Battlefield 1 was 16. Destiny was 18. What's BOTW?
Breath of the Wind?
Breath of the Wild was
Breath
19.
of the
And
Wild.
Star Wars Battlefront was 20. So many fucking Call of Duties.
That's what it is. Plus,
my
Minecraft
God.
is an inexpensive game too, so you're gonna sell even more.
Jesus.
It's not a $60 game.
That's insane. I'm surprised Breath of the Wild is even on there.
Yeah,
I mean, dude.
I'm surprised like some of those, like Battlefield 1 was even on there.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to think, like, at that point, when you're down to, like, 20, it's a game that's selling, like, more than 10 million copies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, makes sense.
Call of Duty though, man.
One Battlefield had to be on there. It's a pretty big franchise.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm surprised 1 over 4.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right, next story item. This is Elder Scrolls Online is releasing an expansion called Greymore, which is the world of Skyrim 900 years before Elder Scrolls 5.
Really?
I just thought it was cool because I wish that game was cooler than it was.
Yeah.
Remember we all got it?
Yeah.
They were all pumped
We're all
for it.
hyped for
Oh
it.
yeah, because it was like sweet.
You
It's
could play
like
Skyrim
we could
together?
play together and go on quests, and then it was just like clunky as shit.
Yeah, it's just whacking shit.
Yeah.
He was walking around
Yeah.
whacking shit.
Just whacking
The
shit.
And then
story
it was the
worse.
typical thing where like
Collect 10 scrolls.
one person kind of knew what was going on and like where to
Yeah.
follow the quest. So then like for myself, it was like I would just then follow. So then it was like I didn't really know what was going on. I just
Yeah.
knew we'd run to a certain place and then kill some people.
That's what we did in the beginning of Destiny. That's why sometimes it took longer to get used to shit in Destiny because we were just
Yeah.
following John around
Yeah.
back in the day. Here, biggest news item for games of the week right here. Cyberpunk 2077 delayed till September.
oh, I did hear that.
That is the biggest news.
I
item
did.
of the
I
week.
already heard
the
that.
biggest game of the year got bumped like 6 months.
That's
Good.
crazy. Well, hopefully,
I mean, it's
hopefully
fine. No,
it's
it's
better.
fine.
Yeah.
Good.
Quality wise, it's gonna
Yeah.
be better. It's just I'm kind of bummed, right?
Yeah,
It's
it
coming out
sucks.
in May. I was like, damn.
Because that was the next real big game. Because
Yeah.
there's nothing else really coming out.
Because this isn't the only game that got delayed this week.
Yeah.
There's even more delays. It's been the last 2 weeks of delays. The Avengers game got delayed.
Yeah.
Like all the good spring games, gone.
So it's gotta wait until Madden.
Oh, wow.
Are we going to invest as much
The
time in
next
Madden
Madden will
year?
be out
It's
by
like
the time those
part of me
games
is like
come
I
out.
will never play Ultimate Team as much as I did this year, which might be true, but I'm still going to play it next year
Oh, yeah.
because Madden is going to get slightly better because every
Yep.
year gets slightly better.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, there's no big jump in Madden. It's not
No.
like Assassin's Creed 1 to 2 where it's like a big jump.
Yeah.
It's like Madden's like a hair better.
Yeah.
It doesn't get worse
Yeah.
because no Madden has gotten worse.
Yeah.
Right.
Except for generation jumps. When 360 went to Xbox One,
Mm-hmm.
it was the only year that the Xbox One version was worse than the 360 version.
Was it really?
360 version was better. It had more features. It had like everything.
Mm.
Madden was like they like stripped it back to bare bones.
Wow.
Yeah, there's way less modes, which is what NHL struggled for a
Yeah.
couple years.
Yeah. NHL had the where you get the online play where you just would join you would make up teams of like actual players and it was so much fun. And then they just stripped it.
Yeah,
And then it was like they just took it away. It was so weird. I don't know why they would do that. They probably wanted to invest in the Ultimate Team part of NHL.
oh yes,
Which
But-
that feels like a step back. Like I played
It is.
NHL. That I tried that.
They have the
mode
contracts.
after liking Madden. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, the Ultimate Team. I'm finally playing it. This is really fun. So I tried NHL, and I could tell that it's it's like a delayed.
it's so weird. Why would
version.
like Madden got rid of contracts? I think like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Like why wouldn't they just get rid of NHL? Why is that game now
Yeah,
behind?
and that's a stupid concept that you
I
have
hate it.
players that you can only play.
Yeah,
so
imagine
many
having
games
your
with.
brand new 96 Randy Moss
Yeah.
or 90 whatever he is, and you can only have him for 20 games.
What the
And
fuck?
in order to continue him, you have to get more contracts.
Yeah, but how that doesn't make 20 games of what? 20
Everything.
solo battles or 20?
Yeah, just being
What about
able-
challenges?
I don't think challenges count.
Yeah, no, it was like
Just
head to
actual
head.
games.
Yeah,
Wow, that's so cheesy.
But I'm actually excited for next Madden because every year it's like you get it, and like the first week you're like, oh, this is so much better. But then the stuff starts.
Is this year
going
to be as big of a? This year is the one that introduced all this X Factor and
That's
skills.
true, but I think that they have a lot more work. I want them to stop putting features in the game.
Yeah.
Focus on the fucking engine. It's so old at this point.
Yeah.
It looks like shit.
Yeah.
Players are getting up, bumping into each other.
Yeah.
Stop putting in Superstar KO. Fucking, it's cool, the abilities and all that shit. That's like more of an RPG, I guess, now.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I actually do think they're effective in making football feel more real because it makes players feel individual.
Yeah.
Instead of just like, what's the difference between Mahomes and Lamar Jackson if they don't have like different things about them?
Yeah. Right.
But they gotta focus on making the game better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's getting annoying at this point.
Well, especially when you're like, it's like Ultimate Team, and you're putting in either money or time and grinding, and then like there's all these like glitches that just drive you fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like I had a funny interception the other day. It was against a player. I played someone head to head, and he threw the ball to his receiver, and it got like bounced up. But my cornerback just happened to be like running towards him, and it hovered and just like stayed in his belly, in my guy's belly, and he kept running, and then eventually it just like sucked into his hand, and I ran it back for a pick six. It was the stupidest. Like I felt
something
so bad.
similar actually happened to me. A guy. I was playing solo battles, but the guy goes up to catch it, right, and he does that elongated jump where he's like goes like this to reach up for it, and then my guy hits him in the waist, and he goes and the ball goes flying. But one of my other guys was also like making the tackle a second later, so like he was like flipping back, and his foot was going up in the air, and as the ball was falling down, his foot hit it and kicked it back.
Yeah.
And it landed in Jamal Adams' hands, like as he was running back, and it kind of did that hover thing for a second, where like it landed on his character as he was moving, and then he was just like, oh, and he grabbed it and just kept running, and it was like the weirdest looking. It was kind of a little bit realistic because of the way it went off his foot.
Yeah,
because I was like, did that just bounce off his foot? So I did watch the replay, and it was like. It wasn't glitchy. Yeah. Like, it didn't, like, hit his foot and go flying. Yeah. It was, like, legit, like, his foot was coming back and it kicked it and, like, sent it to the other guy. Like, it looked like how it would look in real life.
I've had some interceptions where it's, like, I don't even know how it looks like the ball hits the ground, but, like, they're able to, like, pick it, like, keep it up. And it's like, what the fuck?
Well, like I said, they gotta fix it.
Yeah. Well, we love our Madden.
We do love it. Yeah. I hope, I bet you no one wants to listen about it.
Yeah.
Another article says Left 4 Dead 3 is absolutely not currently in the works. A lot of people want Left 4 Dead 3. Left 4 Dead 2, I think it's still pretty popular on PC.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's like a cult following for that game.
It's alright, they can keep it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was like I bought 1 and 2. It just never really became.
I played 1, but I got really tired of it.
It's
really
just horde, just moving through a level, shooting zombies. Yeah. Some people love that type of shit. Yeah. This wasn't our jam. No. This wasn't our jam.
Fun to play with friends, but
yeah. Another delay. Dying Light 2 has been delayed with no release date.
Wow.
So it's supposed to come out spring 2020.
It's crazy that there's only a second coming out. I feel like there's like a third. Because they had so much content, I think, come out for the first one.
Yeah, they had like a huge... They had the game, then they had some DLC, then they had a huge expansion.
Yeah.
And like, for some reason, people loved this game. I mean, I know Tom got pretty far. Remember? You had like the grapple hook and shit?
Yeah, the grapple hook ruined the game for me.
Yeah, because you just do anything. The parkour became like useless, right?
Yeah, I thought it was so cool that there was like a zombie survival game where you had to use your parkour skills to get away from them.
Yeah.
And it took forever to get from like one block to the next block.
Yeah.
Like kind of like almost like that shooter, online shooter that we were playing a couple years ago. You could play together and it was like post-apocalyptic, and it was like Destiny with the weapon systems.
Division?
The Division.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Division's hard to get around.
6 months ago, we were playing that.
Yeah.
You say years ago?
It was like that was a while ago, wasn't it?
Last spring.
Destiny 1?
No, Division 2.
Oh, Division.
Oh, yeah, maybe I was just thinking Division 1. Yeah. But, yeah, it was like that. It was like hard to get around. So, like, boggles the world down. It makes the world feel cool.
Yeah.
And then you get the grapple hook, and it's like literally like the grapple hook from like Zelda. where you just like point at something and you shoot it and it takes you that way. Like it wasn't cool at all.
And it was like unlimited, so you just keep.
Yep, you just grapple from roof to roof.
No, jeez.
All that parkouring and fucking fun Assassin's Creed stuff.
Yeah.
Out the window.
I wonder if they added
Bye-bye,
it just to
bye-bye.
please certain people.
I think it was like they were trying to just like speed up you getting around the world. Like, all right, now you've already done that.
Yeah.
Like now you've spent time. Like here's the quickest way to get around. So now you can blast the story out.
Well, that's all I got for video games. Not a busy week. Pretty boring week.
Nope.
There's a lot of delays, huh?
Yeah, it's just delay season, I guess.
What's so appealing with people with spring?
I mean, that is. I guess technically it could just be a date that you put down to make that your first goal. So then if you do have to delay it, it's to the fall, which is the most important time, anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like
Well,
if you do hit spring, there's a chance you could be like the spring successful game. If that gets delayed, then you just have to go to the fall. And Cyberpunk's gonna sell anyways. It doesn't matter when it comes out.
Right.
All right, so let's move on to movies. This is a good one. Quentin Tarantino will write and direct Once Upon a Time in Hollywood spin-off TV series Bounty Law.
Huh.
He's
Wow.
doing a 5-episode TV series, like a short miniseries.
Wow.
Bounty Law, really?
Yeah.
With
And
who?
I'm assuming Leo? I'm looking right now.
There's no way. With Leo and Brad Pitt?
I don't know.
There's no
I'm looking
fucking
up.
way.
That'd be pretty crazy, yeah.
That shit would cost fucking so much money
Yeah.
just to pay them.
Oh, if
alone.
it's only a limited series, 5 half-hour episodes, I mean, Leo would probably do it for the right money. If that's all it's going to take,
yeah.
whoever's
really
paying
just
for it.
Yeah, but it's only,
And it's probably easy to make. 5 22-minute episodes or something, whatever.
Yeah.
5 hour, half hour. So I think he's in an early process. In this, it doesn't even mention Leo. It just says that Quentin Tarantino wants to do it. So we'll see.
It's a little weird.
I just love that world. I want to see more Rick Dalton.
Yeah, me too, but
It would probably just be a straight up Western.
yeah.
If it's just the show Bounty Law, it'll be just like what we watched.
Yeah.
Where it's like, don't move, freeze, pop, 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 or,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
weird,
yeah. They're just
corny
showing
ass.
them and in the thing and then them behind the scenes.
Yeah, like there'll probably nobody. If he's just doing straight Bounty Law, there's no behind the scenes.
Right.
It's just 5 episodes of that made up Western TV show.
Oh, is that? Oh, it's like that.
Yeah,
Oh.
he wants to do 5 episodes of Bounty Law, the show from the movie,
Oh, wow.
not more
That's
behind the
that's pretty
scenes with Rick
interesting.
Yeah,
Dalton.
but which one was Bounty Law?
The very first one.
Yeah, Bounty Law wasn't the best acting stuff in that.
No, it was just
The
him
best
as
acting
a.
stuff was him with the little girl.
But Bounty Law is why he's so known. Yeah, obviously. But Bounty Law is what put the character Rick Dalton as a famous person.
So hopefully they would make it like that.
Yeah.
Like
But
that.
I don't know if
Because
it.
that scene with the girl is badass.
Oh yeah, that
When
was
he
a great.
being evil.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
Taika Waititi, who's obviously from Thor Ragnarok, and he's doing the second one.
Mm-hmm.
He did Jojo Rabbit, and he also directed the season finale of Mandalorian, and does the voice of the IG-11 bot,
Mm-hmm.
and he does the voice from Thor Ragnarok of that rock guy.
Mm-hmm.
He has been approached to possibly do the next Star Wars.
Trilogy?
It's unclear at this point what product it is, but he might be doing a
Says
Star
here
Wars
you
product.
might be a winner.
Yeah, which is cool because I think everything he touches so far.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Gold.
Yeah.
I think Thor Ragnarok is one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That was a really good one. Like, I was surprised
Yeah.
how much I liked it. Had like a different kind of feel to it too, because it was like funny, but it wasn't like corny. It was like,
No.
legitimately
like
funny.
his sense of humor lines up with what I like.
Yeah.
Like in his episode, was his right when the little bot with the boss, the fucking stormtroopers are talking to each other.
Oh yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
very Taika Waititi humor.
Yeah.
Like making them feel real. Which
Mhm.
some people had a problem with, but I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah, that was fun.
Was this Jason Sudeikis and some other dude? I don't know his name.
It's Jonah Hill and
Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
No. Let's see. Oh yeah, 20th Century Fox, as you guys all know, you've probably seen that symbol a million times.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I never heard of it.
Yeah.
They're becoming just 20th Century. They're dropping Fox from the name.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
because they're owned by Disney now.
Oh yeah. Oh, good for them.
Oh, here's the news article of the fucking week.
Oh, yeah.
Boy.
National Treasure 3 is in development.
Oh,
And
my
this-
God.
Is that not the best news we've heard all day? Tom?
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna see it 5 times in theaters.
I hope Nicolas Cage looks like Martin Lawrence in the new Bad Boys. Hope he's
Bad
all,
Boys
like,
got like decent reviews and actually like I
Really?
think did well this weekend.
Did it?
I think so.
Wow.
It got a 7 on IGN. I think the Rotten Tomatoes isn't that bad.
Because like my sister and her boyfriend, when I was talking to them the other night, like she loved Bad Boys 1 and 2. Like I loved both of them too, but I was like, I don't know. Like as soon as they introduced that 21 Jump Street young kid
Yeah.
division, I was like, I just felt like the movie.
I bet you that's one of the points of the movie that's not good.
Yeah.
All right, here's the box office. Let's see. I think. Yeah, Bad Boys for Life. Wow, actually made a lot of money. $59 million in its opening weekend.
Well,
Dr. Dolittle, which got a 3 on IGN.
Wow.
Or just Dolittle, got 22 million.
22
Wow,
coverage.
I'm actually shocked by how much money Bad Boys made.
Yeah,
that
when the other movie out is Doolittle.
yeah.
They made $68 million in its first 4 days. I just didn't. I thought this movie was gonna be a flop.
Bad
Critically
Boys?
and I just thought it was gonna be a flop.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm actually shocked it wasn't. That's actually a hit. $68 million in its first 4 days.
How much did it cost to make?
I have no idea.
Well, that's 68 million.
Probably
Covers
100 million.
Will Smith's fees.
Yeah, I
They
mean he
paid
probably made 20 million off of it. 20 to 30.
Wow.
Martin Lawrence made 3.
Bro, probably
Yeah.
10 maybe. Probably definitely half. There's no way. he's
Oh
making
yeah,
it.
half. Yeah, whatever Will Smith made.
Let's see.
Makes 1 million.
Yeah.
Will Smith gets 60.
he actually had to pay Will Smith to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart says he won't return to play Professor X in the MCU.
That's already been announced, hasn't it? Didn't he already announce that when Logan came out?
Yeah, he said he was retiring from, but I think there was something came out that Kevin Feige met with him,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess
And he was like, "No, I already told
I
you.
think they've clarified. I think he clarified that what he was meeting with
I told the touching story about how
Kevin
I
Feige.
cried."
Probably went back to him because he is the perfect Professor X.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, but that story about he saw when he finally saw it was he saw the movie with Hugh Jackman, and he cried,
yes.
and he grabbed Hugh Jackman's hand and he leaned over and he said, "This is my last one too. I'm retiring as well."
Well, it seems
That's
like
it. Leave it.
okay. They're gonna leave it. They said so.
Don't bother the man.
Yeah, they should.
Okay.
God.
Hugo. All right. Next article. Hugo Weaving will not be returning as Agent Smith in the Matrix 4. Yep. But they did confirm, I guess. I saw tons of articles about this, that the Merovingian is going to be returning. Remember that guy?
Who?
The Merovingian.
French guy?
French guy.
The French blowjob guy?
Yeah, I think
Nuh-uh.
he's going to be in Matrix 4.
Really?
Yeah. Wait, what the fuck is the Matrix 4 going to be? I'm
What the hell?
because you fucking see the Matrix, and it's just like it's like literally just a trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the fuck? It's not like Star Wars where it's like, ooh, I wonder what these characters are doing 30 years from now.
Yeah.
It's like they died. Like Neo's dead.
Maybe not. Maybe it's just him living in the Matrix in everyday life, going to the grocery store.
Well, that's what they're saying because like the Matrix didn't actually end. They just rebooted at the end with like a new version.
Right, which has already happened
So
many
now
times.
it's gonna be
He's not the first one,
the
and it's
sixth
not
time,
the
whatever
last
it was,
one.
fifth time, whatever.
Yeah.
So now it's just there is possibility
One
of
of
a
them was
storyline,
werewolves.
but
One of them was werewolves.
yeah, they tried all sorts of shit like a nightmare one.
What the hell?
Like, what if it's one's all fantasy characters?
Yeah, one's all porn, like all anime porn. Like anime porn.
Yeah.
Like the whole world.
Yeah.
Like they've tried every combination, giving everybody unlimited power, giving them. But then what they found worked the best, almost the best, was just normal life in 1999.
It's like
Yeah.
Literally, that's what they said in the movies.
it's like Rick and Morty
Yeah.
when he keeps bringing his body back in the secret.
Oh
and he
yeah, the
keeps
shrimp
coming up.
one.
Yeah, and it's different. It's always a different reality. And like one time they're
Oh, yeah,
lobster
yeah.
people, and like, but then like
Were they
everyone,
lobsters?
Was
Yeah,
it?
they were lobsters, right?
Okay.
Crabs, shrimp.
shrimp
Can't
people,
remember. I
lobster
forgot.
people.
Crustaceans.
But they everyone ended up being neo-Nazis.
Oh yeah, everything
then-
was revolved around
and
Nazism
He was
every
all
time.
worried, and and then he's like, "Oh, don't worry, we're not Nazis." And remember, they eat the that teacher, the black teacher from Rick and Morty, and they eat him on the table, and he's like, "My babies, run!" He shoots out like little eggs.
Yeah, that's weird. I think that's all the news I got for you guys this week.
Wow.
Still.
Yeah.
Wow.
It wasn't.
Good.
Yeah, it wasn't the most. Oh, here we are. Here's the latest one. The Witcher. The
Nitcher. The Stitcher.
The Nitcher Stitcher. The Witcher is on track to be Netflix's most viewed first season of any of their original shows.
Wow.
Wow, really?
That's crazy. You know what? I think it's Game of Thrones. I think it's people are searching for
the next Swords and Shields.
Yeah, it's Swords and Shields.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Which is why I think that when that Lord of the Rings TV show comes out on Amazon, it's gonna be a huge hit.
Yeah,
it's got to be right. Can't be shit. Can't be dog shit.
Hopefully not.
It's got to be good
shit.
shit. It's got to be good shit.
Well, hopefully they just don't have terrible fucking special effects.
Yeah, I think Amazon's spending some serious coin on it though.
Yeah,
like it's already adding up to be one of the most expensive things that ever made.
Wow.
What, Witcher?
No, that Lord of the Rings TV show.
Oh yeah,
they spent
like
$200 million on just the rights.
Jesus,
so
is that true?
Yeah, I think so. And I think they're spending $500 million on the first season or 2 seasons. I forgot what the article was. I'd have to pull it up, but
oh my god,
it's on pace.
That's almost $1 billion.
Yeah, like they're spending like right off the bat. You know, like
That's
even
crazy.
Game of Thrones started at a very humble level.
How much did Game of Thrones cost to make total?
I remember. I don't know.
In all the seasons,
Maybe $1 billion. I have no idea. Probably, but
yeah.
I remember when Boardwalk Empire came out. They spent like that was like the first show where I was like, do you remember? Did you watch Boardwalk Empire? When it
Yeah,
first
I
started.
didn't finish it. But
Remember
yeah.
when they built like the real boardwalk?
Yeah,
They'd walk around. It's like a lot of the show took place in.
yeah.
They spent like I forgot what it was. It was like $100 million. Was it $100 million or was it $10 million? All I remember is they spent like a shit ton of money to rebuild that one section of that boardwalk, and I thought that was a lot of money then, but that was also 10 years ago. So,
wow.
Well, it paid off because that was definitely a very good period. They did a good job. With
that
the
show
period.
fell authentic. That
Like,
was
what's
a
the
great
most
show.
expensive movie cost to make?
Was it?
I can look it up. Let me Google it.
Avatar is probably gonna be beaten up by now.
Yeah, Avatar is definitely beaten by now.
Most expensive single
Because
movie.
it's tough because it's like CGI like costs a lot of money, but also practical special effects and building stuff spends
Plus
a lot.
actors.
Yeah, so it's got to be like a mix of in between, right? Because the Marvel movies, I mean, those probably were pretty expensive.
I
Yeah,
know-
but a lot of those actors are under contract.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I know the fucking some of those Pirates of the Caribbean movies at one point were some of the most expensive.
Oh yeah,
Because those are real boats, real water.
yeah, that had
real
more
water.
of a mix.
I told you if you involve water,
Real water.
yeah, real water.
Real boats. Fake water.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, here, hold on. I don't know how accurate this website is, but let's see.
Better be fucking real, man.
All right, number 25, 2012, cost $221 million. Number 24.
Yeah, there's like a million movies out there that cost $200
Men in Black
million.
3, $222 million. Avengers, 227. All right, let's fast forward.
Just do the top 10.
I'm getting there. It's a lot of ads. This website's weird. Hold on.
You got to do a survey to find out.
200 million. Every movie
The
costs
Hobbit,
200 million.
Battlefield, the Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies, $250 million.
Top. That's 10.
No, that was 12.
Oh.
Hold on.
2.
All right, 10. 2005's King Kong, $251 million. 9. Avatar, $261 million.
Where's the one that cost
8.
like $500 million?
8. Waterworld, $267 million.
Back then, holy shit!
Wow, with inflation, that's
Yeah.
got to be the most expensive movie of all time.
I don't know if inflation is involved in this calculation, but John Carter, $272 million.
Wait, what?
You understand with John Carter?
Is that the weird?
Mars.
Yeah, he goes to Mars.
Oh no,
And
no.
he's like
I'm
a
thinking of something
superhero.
else. Yeah,
5. Avengers: Age of Ultron, $279 million.
Okay,
Oh, sorry.
so
6 was Harry Potter and the Half-Blood
So
Prince.
Endgame's number 1.
Let's see. Tangled, $282 million. Spider-Man 3, $294 million.
What was that, number
Titanic,
4?
$295.
This is number 3.
Pirates of the Caribbean: On Stranger Tides, $378 million.
Number 2.
Number 1.
Oh, number 1.
Yeah. I knew Pirates of the Caribbean was like top 3.
How much? 300 and what?
200. Oh,
3. It was 300.
fuck. $378 million, it said.
378 million.
I think that's before marketing, though.
378 million production cost for just one movie. But then this show is 200 million for the rights.
Oh, here we go. Most adjusted for inflation. You ready?
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean,
Caligula.
On Stranger Tides. $430 million to make that movie with inflation.
Jesus
How much?
Christ.
$430 million.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Caligula. That's gotta be. Caligula is like the biggest flop in history, right?
Caligula?
Yeah.
Well, I know Waterworld was one of them.
Was a flop?
Yeah.
The movie's awesome. That movie
It's
fucking.
one of the biggest flops ever.
That movie
and
rips, dude.
John Carter, I think, is one of the biggest flops.
Dude, that movie rips. Waterworld. You don't like Waterworld?
No, that movie sucks.
Really?
That movie's horrible, dude.
Seriously?
Yes.
Of all the
I didn't really like it back
all
then.
the
I
junk that
guarantee
you love.
Con Air is much better than Waterworld.
I didn't say Con Air.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're thinking it.
Yeah.
I know. I was thinking more of
You're
like.
thinking hackers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Of all the junk that we like, Waterworld doesn't make the list. Waterworld's awesome.
I never liked Waterworld, and I think if we watch it now, we'd all hate it.
I've seen it.
Recently,
I've seen it within the last 5 years.
I think you're doing a little bit of the Star Wars Phantom Menace nostalgia. We got to break that. I think we should watch Waterworld as a group.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I
We'll
don't.
do our review of Waterworld.
I don't think that
You
it's,
don't hold it in high regard, so it's not going to...
no, I don't think it's a great movie, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying I always liked Waterworld.
All right.
It was a fun
I always
world
thought-
and it had
I
cool,
thought-
funny characters. And
I always thought it was a flop. I've known it's a flop for like 20 years. I thought it was a Universal.
Wow.
Universal flop.
Yeah,
Everybody
I thought we
knows
all
that
came. I thought we
movie.
all came together and said Waterworld's a flop.
everybody knows that movie. Everybody's seen that movie.
I know everybody's seen it, but for some reason, no one paid to see it. It's like when VHS came
I
out.
can't sit here and say that I like the
Everybody saw Waterworld
live
on
action
VHS.
Ninja Turtles movies, but I don't like Waterworld.
Yeah, but the first one's bomb.
Waterworld is that good.
No way, it's not, dude. I'm telling you, there's no way.
Than the
We should do a
live action
survey.
Ninja Turtles movies.
Yes, the first Ninja Turtles movie is better than Waterworld. Come on, dude.
No way, dude.
It's got Dennis Hopper with an eye patch on a weird fucking jet ski.
Yeah, it's dope. The
That's-
whole
it's
world's
not
water.
dope.
The
That
whole
movie's
world's
not
water.
dope.
And it's like
That movie's not
Mad
dope.
Max.
He's got like gills and he fucking swims. and,
Yep,
like,
correct.
Dude, that movie is not good. It's horrible action
scavenging.
on jet skis on fucking.
Yeah, he's got web.
Yeah, it's a crappy movie. Yes, you're right. We all know it's a crappy movie. But that movie's awesome.
I bet you the Ninja Turtles holds up better.
No way.
You don't think so?
No way.
They're made in close era. That might
Yeah,
be
but
a
the
good
Ninja
bet.
Turtles is made for children.
That movie's dark, dude. That first one, the kids smoke cigarettes and shit. That movie's dark.
It's dark.
The
'cause kids
sequels are
smoke
not so much.
cigarettes.
When they go to Japan in the third one,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
already
yeah.
out the window. First one though, the kids are in a dark, musty arcade, smoking, pounding packs of cigarettes. They got cartons laying around.
Oh! You mean like the original?
yeah, remember that movie?
I thought that you were saying that the Megan Fox one.
No,
was
the original.
better than Waterworld.
No,
Yeah, but the original, there's no way that's a good movie.
It definitely is. It's definitely better than the biggest flop of all time.
And you don't
Waterworld.
have nostalgia goggles on right now. When you
I've
say,
seen that recently.
all right.
If you look past the puppetry, it holds up because some of the puppetry is.
That's what I'm saying. It's one of those movies.
Of course, it is. It definitely is one of those movies. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If we're comparing just Ninja Turtles versus Waterworld,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very surprised this conversation's even going on. I
Well, yeah, because I just thought
I did not know you stood by Waterworld.
I just thought Waterworld was one of those movies that everybody liked as a kid. That is
Did you
just
see Waterworld,
obviously a
Chase?
bad
I haven't
movie.
seen it forever. I saw it, but
Man,
I thought it was like one of those movies.
we got. You know what, Chase? You don't have to come if you don't want to, but we're watching Waterworld.
I'm
Sunday.
I'm struggling to just think of movies like that, but you know what I'm talking about.
Of course,
Movies from your childhood.
Yes,
That,
Phantom Menace was one of those movies.
yeah.
Yes.
Phantom
We
Menace,
talked about
fucking Captain Ron.
Well, that's more. That's a family romp. That's not really
Yeah, but that
the
movie
same.
sucks.
I watched it. I actually watched it about a year or two ago on HBO. I think it was on one of the streaming services. And I
Yeah.
was like, I've always heard of this Captain Rom. I love fucking Martin Short.
Mhm.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
That was great. Kurt Russell rocks, dude.
Yeah.
movie-
No, I love Captain
That
Ron.
movie holds up. That's a great
I
movie.
love Captain Ron.
which one's that?
It's like this rich family or whatever rents like they inherit a boat right from a dead relative or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they
he's-
hire
and he's
someone to
part of
come.
it. Yeah.
And it's Kurt Russell as Captain Ron.
Does he have
Yeah.
an eye patch?
Yeah, he has an
He's
eye
only on
patch,
one-
but
yeah.
it's fake.
But it's yeah.
yeah, but he says it's real.
No, his eye falls out.
Does it?
Yeah, his eye. He has a glass eye, and it
Oh,
falls
I
out
thought
of
it
his
was-
head at one point.
Okay, all right. So you're probably right. Okay.
And they chase it across the thing. And what's the wife's name? It's the chick from. It's the chick from Vegas Vacation. It's the chick from all those movies.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's that. It's that wife.
Oh shit! I did not know.
And you see her ass when they go into the bottom.
Ew.
they go to have sex in the shower,
Oh, okay. God.
and he presses her up against the glass naked, and you like see her ass. I remember that from when I was a kid. Yeah, but those movies. I thought Waterworld was one of those movies that it's like, yeah, it's a bad movie, but it's a bad movie from back in the day that everyone liked.
Yeah, I'm just busting your balls.
It's
all I know is that commercially, it's one of the biggest flops of all time. Just because it didn't make its money back. I think it lost money.
But it was cool because it's a whole world.
Yeah, that I guess.
It's a whole water world.
Yes, it's the water of the world.
Yeah. It's not just like a fucking, it's clearly costs a lot of money.
All right, let's move into next week's forecast where Chase is going to tell us what he's going to watch or play this week.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to continue watching The Outsider?
Yeah, because there's a third episode came out, I think, this past Sunday, so I still got to watch that, and then the next one. I think what I want to try to watch more of is The Witcher.
Yeah, I got to start that this week.
I mean, but that will be
I think I might just do it without Heather.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's on my own.
She doesn't really like scary stuff. There's probably some dark stuff in that, right?
Yeah.
Spiders and snakes and shit.
Well, The Outsider, surprisingly, like, there was some freaky parts
Heather
in The
would not like The
Outsider.
Witcher.
No.
It's a dude show.
Okay. Then I think I'm just going to start.
No, yeah, because we already
done
tried.
waiting.
I already
It's
tried
like a
watching
video
never
it.
gonna wait.
Yeah.
It's a video game show.
So that one, so I want to watch The Witcher, and then so I don't know. What I want to try to do is to get more into The Witcher than The Outsider. I'll continue.
Yeah. Playing wise, any games? I mean, you're just going to continue playing Madden and the same shit.
I'll keep playing COD.
COD, yes.
I'm in a COD stretch right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a fun stretch?
Fun, dude. I'm okay. You can break down the stretch that I'm in right now.
Oh, God.
Hardcore modes only, and I use iron sights.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you're on.
That's how it's
Jesus,
going right
you're
now.
going
That's where
hard.
Chase is
That's
right now
where
in
I'm
his
at
life.
Oh, my
now.
gosh.
No, I was having a lot of fun with it. So
Nice.
yeah, I don't know. I'll play more Madden. Like I played some today. I hadn't played in a few days. I had fun.
I wonder what they're going to come out with for the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, because when they started up the game, that calendar thing comes up. And the Super Bowl
promo.
content, I think, comes out, this next week.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to wait because I still have all those coins. And I did notice that the Bo
You
Jackson.
still have 500,000 coins?
Yeah,
This whole
530.
Yeah, this
and
whole
then
moment.
that Bo Jackson I've been hanging on to. Last time I checked, now he's selling for a minimum of 350 and then up to 400. So he's already got.
If I were you, I'd sell it as soon as possible
I would
because
sell 'em
there
right
will
now.
be a 99 Bo Jackson eventually or something.
Yeah,
like
that's
of
true.
that.
Yeah.
So like the longer you hold, you're just going to lose value.
So I think I'm just going to sell them for the coin.
Yeah,
Instead
yeah.
of doing the training, I'll just have.
Damn,
So then at that
dude.
point, I'll have like.
Yeah, but there's so many Team of the Year players that came out. I just can't believe you didn't bite on any of them. It's because you're playing COD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was playing.
If you were
COD.
playing, Bo Jackson would have been sold already because they just added all these new players.
But then the good thing will be if the Super Bowl shit comes out, then I can kind of have my pick.
Like who's ever the MVP of the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
They have like a 99 because I looked at last year's Madden.
Yeah.
Edelman was the MVP, so he got a 99 card.
Oh, yeah.
So like when that happens, if it's Mahomes or if it's
because my Mahomes is still just the 94. Well, I think
or if
he's
it's
a
Nick Bosa.
95.
Imagine if Nick Bosa's that fucking.
Player.
He's on such a
Jesus.
stretch, man. It's crazy. He's only a rookie.
It won't
Nick
be
Bosa.
Jimmy G no matter what. So at least
You don't think so?
You know what's the
I don't think
craziest
so.
part about Nick Bosa?
Yeah.
It's that he's on such a good team
It's so weird that a team could have such a high draft pick and
and
be
be
so good. And like
Yeah.
no one even talks about that they were terrible last year
Right.
because Jimmy G was out.
Right, and they were horrible. So
Oh wait, no.
horrible.
Jimmy would. No, he played last year, right?
No,
When did he
didn't you get hurt?
Oh no,
last
that
year?
was last year. He got hurt.
Yeah.
So this is his first year back again.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm confusing because it's crazy that they're in the Super Bowl and Jimmy G's. This is his first full season as a 49er.
Mhm.
It's pretty
Richard
nuts.
Sherman could have a high card. He could have a featured card if he does something in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. He lit up a big
If the
touchdown.
49ers
Yeah.
win, I think Chase is right. It could be any player, but I think if the Chiefs win, it's Patrick Mahomes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Or Tyreek Hill. Or Travis Kelce.
Yeah,
This would be one of those three.
but it very more often than not, it's usually a quarterback.
Yeah. Unless Tyreek Hill or Travis Kelce has
Yeah, like last year,
11 catches and 160 yards.
The Rams sucked, and then the Patriots, even Tom Brady didn't have like a great game. So Edelman was like the de facto MVP.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
gonna choose
Right.
Brady with 100 and something yards and one touchdown.
Right.
No, you pick Edelman with 10
So if
catches and
if Travis Kelce or Tyreek Hill or even if George Kittle comes out with a game like that, they're going to be the ones to get that card.
Jimmy G's gonna have to have like 3 touchdowns because they're gonna run the ball. I think a running back. I think Raheem Mostert has a better chance of winning MVP Their running back.
Mm-hmm.
Then Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I don't know. They've been so good, but I've never really have thought that Jimmy G's been the reason why they've been so good.
No, only that one
No,
game
it's
when they
Kyle
beat the
Shanahan
Saints.
is why they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when they had to do that drive to win that game, and George Kittle had that sick run, remember?
Oh yeah. When
Jimmy G was bringing it that
fucking-
game.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was like, okay, this dude can win a Super Bowl.
No, yeah, he's good. He's just,
Yeah.
but since he's not like a running Mahomes or really
No.
a Lamar Jackson, that's why you
He's
don't
more
notice
of
him as
like
much.
I don't even know what is Jimmy G. Alex Smith. I'm trying to think of what he is.
Yeah.
He's not like a Drew Brees.
He's
He's not a
like
Brady.
the opposite. He's in my eyes. He's the opposite of Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a guy that you need to account for the fact that he's gonna break off and try to make an Aaron Rodgers play, right? Like you have guys that do it, like the Brett Favre's, that they break out of the pocket, they hold the ball a little too long, and they bomb it for 60 yards and create a Hail Mary out of nowhere. Where Jimmy G's the opposite of that. He's a scheme player. Like he's a company man.
Yeah.
You tell me what to do and go out there.
You
and
give
do
me
it.
$100 million in a suit, and I'll show up, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm not going
yeah.
to go out there. I'm not going to hold the ball too long. I'm going to try to do my best to pass to the receivers that you're scheming to get open.
One of it's also a slight, like he just has that mentality from the Patriots too.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
You
I
just
mean, yeah,
do
we
your
developed
job.
them.
You play
Yeah.
your role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even Brady, like Brady and Drew Brees, those are the kind of guys that don't make the big necessary throws, but they make the throws that you have to make.
Yeah.
They pass to
Or
the
they
open
get
guy.
rid of it, like throw it out of
Or
bounds.
they get rid of it.
They
They
don't
pass
take
to the
that.
open guy. They get the 6 yards. They throw it away. They don't get the sack.
Yeah.
Where Aaron Rodgers is kind of sometimes like the big play kind of guy, where it's like all or nothing, fantastic or nothing. Jimmy G's like that.
Yeah,
Company
I'm
man.
interested to see because then, like after the Super Bowl, do they maintain Madden?
They do
with new
draft. They
stuff?
do. Yeah, there's a few more seasons after that. Like, there's like a draft one, but
Yeah.
I think for the last Madden, after the draft's over, I didn't see any other seasons.
Yeah,
I think like once the draft, like April and May, I think that's when this game ends.
it'll be interesting.
I don't
to see,
think
like,
there's
the-
much. I mean, unless I'm wrong.
No, cards still have to be coming out.
You think so? Even leading up to
Yeah, because
August?
because looking at the last Madden, it was like all 99s.
like they did like some sort of run of like 99 legends.
It was like all 90.
So
like,
they
there's
could
a
probably just
99
trickle
for
out
everything.
99 legend cards until
Yeah,
the next Madden comes out.
Mm.
yeah, because like that Bobby Wagner 95 legend card just came out. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck did that come out for?
I have no idea if they're still
It
playing.
just leaked out. Like they just leaked out.
But
a
it's
card.
weird. I didn't know they were going to choose non-let. Like I thought legends were just legends. I
Yeah.
didn't know they were going to do a Bobby Wagner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, pre-legend.
Like
maybe?
who the fuck has that card? How do you even get that card?
You
I wonder
buy a
how much
pack or
Sean
you buy
Taylor's
knockoffs.
cards going for now.
Who?
Sean Taylor, the free
I
safety.
don't know. I played a guy earlier. Tom was watching. He had the Max Sean Taylor, the Max Jamal Adams at a 98,
Jesus.
and Pat Tillman.
Jesus.
Try
Christ.
throwing against that fucking
Yeah, I know.
safeties. Fucking stupid. Breaks the game.
Yeah, it's
It's
Yeah.
like insane, dude.
Yeah, even what I have going right now is pretty good. I bought Devin McCourty,
Oh yeah.
and then I have the Jamal Adams. But my third guy is Collins, but he's only a 90, but he has a
Yeah.
95 hit power.
Oh wow.
So it's like he's still kind of good at just landing that hit.
Mm.
Like safeties just need to hit the guy as they're trying to catch it. That's
Yeah.
all I ask for as a safety.
Mm.
You know what I mean? If you, and with his hit power, if he lands a hit on a guy, he's just trying to catch the ball, it goes flying out of his hands.
Yeah.
So,
It's like the Derwin James.
but then I have that fucking cornerback too. That I got a cornerback from that pack.
Oh,
White,
yeah.
Tre'Davious White.
Oh yeah, that's who you chose.
yeah,
I chose Chubb. You chose
Kittle.
Kittle, and you got Tre'Davious White.
yeah.
Mm.
Who is the better cornerback out of the cornerbacks that you can get?
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, cool.
Cornerbacks
What was
are-
my choice? It was him, the punter, and fucking who else?
Like who would
Who
have
was the
taken?
offensive guy?
Who would have taken the punter? Like I don't.
Oh, it was a tackle. It was a left
It
tackle.
was left tackle. What were you saying?
Who would have taken the punter?
Some crazy person?
Like,
I don't know.
what's the
Someone who needs a
point?
punter?
Yeah,
Maybe
somebody
their team's
mental
so good
who has
that-
who spent
probably,
$1,000.
Yeah.
A Tim who spent $1,000 and has a perfect position for every position
yeah, it's
except
like,
his
I
punter.
can use a 95 punter.
Yeah.
And depth. Not only.
Well, there's also if you were doing the team of the years, you get those tokens.
Mm.
You could have opened multiple packs.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? So like you could have already got an offensive guy and a defensive guy,
Yeah.
and then opened this pack and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll take the
Aren't those all
specialist.
still available too? Like you can go back and do all the player of the week and get the tokens.
No.
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 That's only you had to do it every week.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
And it sucks because like you don't even need that many tokens to buy one pack.
Yeah.
It's like you buy you do the offensive set and you get the offensive pack.
When it first came out, I was doing them consistently, and then I kind of fell off, and then I started doing them
didn't even do
again.
one. I
Really?
gave up.
Dude, it sucks. We could have done them.
They were hard challenges.
We didn't even have to do all of them. You just had to do a few of them and get a couple tokens
That's annoying.
and fucking be able to fucking open that offensive fucking and get a random team of the year offensive player or a random team of the year defensive player.
Well, we didn't
Somebody
do it.
bomb.
We're fucking idiots.
Did you have to do it the
fucking-
entire time, or could you just do it a handful of times and you keep your tokens?
You just needed to get.
I should
It's
look
like
to
6
see
tokens.
I should see how many tokens I have because I did do it. I stayed up with it for a little bit.
You should check.
You might have enough.
I know.
And there's still some challenges you can still do.
Yeah.
Like the last couple challenges you can still do for Team of the Week.
Mm.
And I think you can get 3 tokens still.
Yeah, some of them were tough because they had a lot of.
So if you had a couple tokens from before, you could definitely do it and fucking get one of the defensive or offensive players or specialists.
Yeah,
If that's what you want.
But it's you get one random player.
yeah.
So you
yeah.
could fuck yourself and get the punter.
Oh my god.
So what are you gonna do this week, Tom? You're gonna start Control?
Yeah, I want to start Control, and then I want to watch.
Watchmen.
I want to watch another episode of Watchmen and another episode of Witcher.
So that's pretty cool. You're gonna do one. It might be more manageable to do it weekly like
Mm-hmm.
that. You know, just set up for 1 week. You're gonna watch one episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
how TV should be. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if binging is 100%.
Well, it depends on the
What
show.
is the better option? I
If
don't
it's
know.
an
think
hour-long Witcher, then yeah, I want to watch one a week. If it's a
30-minute
22-minute Mandalorian, I would rather just binge the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Plus, sometimes I think binging can result in getting deep and then not finishing.
But like
too.
Altered Carbon, that show I was talking about earlier, is a perfect example of a show that was really cool, a little underrated, really cool on Netflix. Binged it and forgot it existed until
Yeah.
now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if it would, I don't know, if they did it one a week for 13 or 10, 13 weeks, I don't know, maybe people would have like,
Oh, it's like
liked it
Stranger
more.
Things.
yeah, like we were talking about with Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Like if Stranger Things is huge now, I guarantee you if they stretch it out one per week, it'd be just as big.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Like Mandalorian,
Yeah.
Baby Yoda, they gave time to breathe.
yeah,
Baby Yoda grew.
yeah. It's true. Well, plus you
Huge.
can have a week's worth of memes based off of the past episode,
Yeah.
and then another week's worth of memes.
Yes.
Whereas
They
instead
hold
of
it like
just
a little cup.
binging it, the only memes you're gonna get are like kind of the cream that rises to. You're only gonna get a handful,
Yes.
you know.
So we'll never know what the true king is. You know,
Mhm.
binging or non-binging. But
Yeah, well, when we get
I
back
prefer
to cable,
short episode things I want to binge. Long episode things I'll do one per week.
there you go.
That's
so
my
So Control, Witcher, Watchmen. That's a good. That's
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Maybe Frostpunk.
Yeah. You should definitely try. I'm telling you. You're gonna
Yeah,
like it.
I did
Yeah,
want to try.
you're
I
gonna really
almost
like it.
I literally started the game and got to the front screen and then didn't play.
You should definitely try it. Yeah, I definitely want to play more Star Wars because if I'm as close to the end as you say I am,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just beating Jedi for the second time, doing the bounty hunter shit. Hopefully, you know,
Yeah, you just have to go.
I probably have like a planet or two left.
You have, I think it's 3 planets.
Left.
Yeah, like you have to go to Dothamir.
Yeah.
And then I think you have to end up going back to one other place, and then you go to the final planet, and the
Okay.
game ends.
So I don't have that much left.
I'm actually
No, you
gonna
can
make
beat it
it
in
a
one
point
sitting.
to play Battlefront 2, the story.
No, dude, I
story?
heard good ass things about Battlefront 2.
Yeah, dude, it's making a comeback.
Yeah.
because the game's fixed and Star Wars is huge now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So people
and
are
they
playing
just had
it again.
that.
Yeah.
They just had the.
We have it. If you want to play it, try it.
They just had that.
You know what's
update,
funny? I
too.
never played it once.
Really?
Yeah, even when it
Well, you
first came out.
you missed the reason why people didn't like it. It was a loot box fest.
Yeah.
Like literally everything, like even like attachments for guns and
Mm.
powers for your character were in loot boxes. So it's
Jesus.
random. Like you don't even know what you're gonna get.
I don't
Wow.
know.
That's why everybody hated it. But now it's like a real game.
That was like Battlefield, but it wasn't. You didn't pay for it. It was just you sometimes get.
So what?
random
Now it's
stuff.
just you
Yeah.
play to unlock,
Yeah, it's like a normal game should be structured.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just you don't play. Yeah.
and you can play as like everybody. Right?
Yeah, there's different modes. Yeah, there's
Legends mode where
there's
you
a
can play
heroes-
as like
there's
Anakin
heroes.
and
there's
play as like
yeah, there's heroes versus villains where it's like teams of
you can play as
4v4.
Kylo Ren, you can play as Anakin, you
Yeah,
can play as
they're all-
I've
fucking
seen a lot of
Yoda.
all
cool,
in the
like
game.
snippets of people showing like the entry, like the beginning of those matches because it shows each side and like the sides are almost set up where it's like Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, like the Emperor and like somebody and like
That's
Darth
fucking-
Maul,
that's fucking
and then on the
dope.
other side it's like Chewbacca, Luke Skywalker,
That's
Obi-Wan.
fucking dope.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, the heroes versus villains.
I've seen some cool snippets too of like this one guy was Darth Vader.
And he baited those people.
Yeah,
Threw
yeah.
him
Then
off
he
the
picks
ledge.
them up and then just drops
I saw that
them.
too.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It was like 4 or 5 of them. Like
It was like yeah. It was like Chewbacca.
yeah. I think Leia
Luke.
was one of them, maybe
It
too.
was Chewbacca, Luke, Leia,
Yeah.
and somebody
It's
else.
so
You should
funny.
down on this Xbox and we should play tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're off.
Oh,
All right. So
Yeah,
for
start
the
getting-
next week, we'll play some Battlefront 2.
I'll try that out for
Yeah.
a couple of matches, see how that goes. You
Yeah.
should definitely down. I mean,
I got
Get
EA
addicted.
access.
Start
I
it.
can play.
Get
What?
addicted.
I can play because I have EA access.
Oh, you do. Nice. Yeah, I'll probably. All right, so yeah, I guess I'm dabbling in Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
I guess now try
Yep,
that out.
that's-
Definitely Star Wars. I definitely want to try the other Star Wars game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, finish it, dude. Finish it in
I mean,
one
I'm on
sitting.
vacation, so I definitely have some free time.
Finish it in
And
one
then
sitting.
I'll probably dab a little bit in Mad, but even now I'm getting a little burned out. I did those challenges, and I was like, "What now?"
There's
Yeah, I've
nothing.
hit a wall.
I was
There's
like,
nothing to do
The
right
challenges
now.
Nothing
I
to
did
do.
today was just because I did a couple before coming here because I wanted to kill
Yeah.
like half an hour.
Like that shit I did earlier, leveling up to 70 to get the 92 power pass for Moss.
Yeah, but you still have to hit 80. So like, you
Yeah.
still have something to do. I already hit 80. I'm like done. I don't have the
Yeah,
grind.
see, I'm
to-
like just about to hit 70.
yeah, so you're where Tom is.
I
Yeah.
hit 70 to get the 92 power pass for the Randy Moss power up
Mm.
because it already had the 95.
Yeah, yeah.
But his 92 card's crazy expensive, so I'd
Mm.
use the power pass and then he's powered up. That was my last
But
thing.
if you do hit 80, you get that 95 power pass.
I'm gonna use it on what?
A lot of stuff. There's a lot of 95 players, and you get like along the way the Tory Holt stuff. Like you still have stuff to earn. I don't have anything. I already.
Yeah, but what do I do to earn it?
That challenge.
I do not. I'm not wanting. I didn't do it to get to 70.
That's
I
true.
did it.
I only
some.
did that challenge from 70 to 80 mixed in with the current season. So
Yeah.
like, it wasn't just that.
Like I did a little bit of it and got super burnt out, and then I did solo battles this past week.
You're gonna have to
and
wait
did
until the
fucking
playoff
mad
stuff.
solo battles.
When that new playoff stuff comes out next week,
Mhm.
whatever the
Yeah,
Super Bowl
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
you can do that plus mix in some of the.
I wish they had a
grinding.
longer list of solo battles every week.
I don't like that solo battles comes out and it's it's a weekly thing, but you have to wait. It's like 6 days left in solo battles. Next player update 48 hours from now.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, no, I don't have 6 days to do this stuff.
Mhm.
I'll do these 4 games, and now I have to wait 48 hours to get 4 more games, and then by then the timer will be down to 3 days.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like I can't do them when I want to do them. That's what I
Yeah.
don't like about it. Because
I
then
just
I
wish
end
it
up
was-
having to wait and then not going back to it and then not finishing out the week and then not getting what I wanted to get.
Yeah, I wish they just had like they just had a long list, and then however many you get done by the end of the week, is
Yeah.
what you get paid on.
And you know what sucks? This fucking past week I was doing it. I was on pace to make top 100.
Really?
No shit. Like I was on pace
Mm.
because I went to the list. I went all the way down to the 100th guy and what he had, and I divided it by 13 games, which is all of them. And I had to get 23,000, and I was getting over 23,000 per game. And I was like, I could make top 100.
No, what happened?
I fucking lost to the 89. Oh no, to a 90 overall team
Holy shit! Really?
on all Madden, and I lost.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is that what you just doing them on the hardest difficulty, all of them?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I played a 90 team, and a 90 team has some studs. Like a 90 team isn't all 90s. A 90 team is like a guy. They have a 95 Moss.
Yeah.
They have,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? And I fucking, dude, I lost. I didn't lose by a lot, but I fucking lost and botched it. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then I was like, well, I'll still finish out the week just to get max prize. And I had to wait for games again, so I fucking didn't end up going back.
That was like the other week, the head-to-head. I was on like a rip, and I had like a couple wins, and then it happened twice in a row where I went to start a game, and it's loading, and I found me a person, and then it dashboards me.
What the fuck?
Fucking. So then I was like, oh my god, and then it
Gave
counts
you
it
a
as
loss?
Counts it as a
Oh.
loss.
Have you ever
Because
won a
it-
Super Bowl?
No, I've gotten
He
in the
has.
playoffs,
Not in solos. Only in I've won
Oh, in squads.
squads. I've won a Super Bowl
Yeah.
and I've lost a Super Bowl.
but
At least at least
Yeah.
yeah,
done
solos.
that.
The farthest I got was like the second, or I think the second playoff game.
Oh,
that I
yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solos I got into like the first or second playoff
Yeah.
game. That was. Because you guys got lucky. I was getting lucky with like people quitting and
Yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah, because if you can start and then you can score fast and then get like an interception and then maybe another interception, or sack, a sack, they'll quit.
Yeah, they'll quit.
They'll just.
So like that was, I got lucky, and then I got to the playoffs, and then I played like a real good guy, and I was like, oh, it's over.
Yeah,
and so it is now. Like I'll play like one where I'm like okay, I'm like okay, well, I'm okay, and like we'll be playing, and I'll still lose, but then I'll play a guy, I'll rape them, and then I'll get raped like 7 times in a row.
Yeah,
it'll match up with people with like 99 people. It's like,
well, the worst part is you get to those points where it's like you can just tell by the players they have and how they're playing them, like their schemes and their adjustments. It's like, okay, I have no chance.
I wish you could choose a setting
sweaty like
where it's like I want to play people near me, or I'm okay with people who are above me. Like there needs to be some settings. You find a match in 3 seconds. You hit it, and it's like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
I'll wait a minute if it guarantees me I play a guy who's close to me.
Yeah.
It's not fair in Ultimate Team.
No, because
it's literally the game. It's
perfect
pay
example,
to play.
The other day, I started it. I played a kid who his 3 cards were like high 80s. I was like, what the fuck? And I played him, and he quit because I intercepted him twice and I fucking shit on him. The next person I play, it was like 97 and like 98.
There's no balance.
Stupid.
And it literally starts matchmaking, and it's like anybody.
Yeah.
It's like, no. I'll wait a minute.
Yeah.
Just give me someone who's close to me.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a problem with that with the Call of Duty right now where they have like skill-based matchmaking.
Oh, yeah. Did we talk about this?
Yeah. So like they've confirmed, like they agree that they have something in the game where like if you're not playing that well, then it'll try to put you with lower ranked people. But as soon as you start playing well, but the problem with that is like that's why with hardcore I haven't noticed it as much because also people die in like 2 bullets. So it's just like if you can get on target first, then you're good. But like in the core, I was noticing a shitload. So it's like you could be playing and that like any first person shooter, you're either hot or you're not. So you could be hot and then put down the game and then go to start it up, and you're in like playing sweaty players and it's hard. So what it does is it makes it very hard to play that game casually. You can't just hop on. And then I've also heard that people found stuff in the code or whatever that they would actually, like if you're a really good player and you get in with someone who's not that good and they've been struggling, they will make my aim, if I'm really good, not as like accurate. Like they'll almost handicap me to give that person an advantage.
Really?
So not only is like skill based, but supposedly, and when I was playing core, I was telling like Luke about it because I was talking to Zanosko. I'm like, dude, there was some games where I was like killing it, and then I was getting in games, and I'm like, how did that not register? And I was like, fuck. Like,
that's something I've been saying with Call of Duty since 10 years ago.
But I'm like, I think it might be fucking real.
Yeah.
Like, because now all of a sudden, like, I'm playing just as good as I am. I'm all fucking twitchy. I'm all over the place. But like, how did that not register? Or like, how did that? Like, yeah. So that's why I've stuck to hardcore because it's like just first shoot, first you get the kill.
Wow.
But it is true. That makes so much sense about it not being casual. It's like all or nothing. You get like when you play.
Yeah, I should dabble in Call of Duty too. I have so many games to control. That's the one I was liking the most out of all these games.
Well, I mean, you're not working tomorrow, so go get yourself a coffee, and
I'll have to do that.
Or you could just play Minecraft until 6 a.m.
No, nope, not doing that.
You could.
And then TV shows, I'll probably just continue watching Ray Dawn. Season finale of Shameless this coming Sunday. Football, be watching some football, and that's 2 weeks. So we have an off week.
Oh yeah,
for the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and I'll probably watch. I'm going to start The Witcher for sure.
Yeah, I watched the first 20 minutes of it, and I was liking it. It was just
So I might start it tomorrow morning.
Yep,
that's it.
Yeah.
That's all, folks. We gave you a lot of content. Now listen up.
Get caught up.
Yeah, our fucking dumbass opinions. Fuck you guys. I'm quitting.
I'm fucking quitting.
All right, let's end the podcast. It's going off the rails.
Fuck you.
It's going off the rails. You're getting too honest.
Fuck your own ass.
You're getting too honest.
Bye.